pineapple that's in the jail with him, that's his pineapple baby that's in the jail with him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, why is the baby in jail too?
Because in the last episode, he got pregnant from...
In the last episode.
You know what? We're gone too far.
I would kind of understand it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if you're just like a regular guy, like what about this rapper infatuated you so much where you want to like eat him? They're going out and requesting K-Money cakes, bro.
But who knows? Maybe,
Pause.
maybe. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, yo, shit.
Bro.
Hold on. You just called a bunch of kids wasted.
Now they're wasted, fam. I don't think most 20-year-olds can relate to Drake, but I think Drake is trying to relate with most 20-year-olds.
And 35. He was still a guy. Like, we didn't look at him like, yo, you're washed. Like, start rapping about freaking buying paintings.
Not
at a certain age. Like,
Get out.
why can't he be like a Van Halen or Rolling Stones?
Talk about it.
Where it's like, as they put out new music and it's still booming for their fans.
That boy cooking.
Sometimes your guys' arguments are so narrow.
We love hip hop.
One take, Jake, if you want, if you could pull this up on the screen. This is one of my guilty pleasures over here. Well, besides like,
Freaky.
Look at this. This is like AI / a combination of like real acting, I guess.
We love hip hop.
Damn feminist! Who the hell are you?
I'm Purity Prime, and I hate sluts.
Where's the acting?
Oh shit! Because she's a real chick.
Yeah, but she's not acting. That's all. That's completely prompt based.
Yes, but it's still her putting her face and then making a whole bunch of AI prompts. Like, this is where we're going, no?
I don't know. This is like AI brain rot to me. I don't know.
Hold on, I'll show you another one. Watch this one.
I'll show you another one. Did you
Is
give your
Tina
man
here?
the brain this week?
Yes, I'm Tina.
We love hip hop.
Superhead, stop!
I got your message, Frank. I know she hasn't given you head in months.
We
Please.
love hip hop.
Doesn't he work hard?
Doesn't he?
Look at your house. Look at your life. Do you appreciate any of it? All he asks is for head a couple times a week. Is that so
This
much
is why
to
Friday
ask?
likes
Superhead,
these
please.
videos.
That's not my wife. That's my daughter. My wife is over there.
There's a shotty named Superhead going around
Keep it playing, keep it playing, keep it playing.
saving
You.
all the middle-aged
here.
men.
Look at the mom.
Bro.
Friday wants to be saved by Superhead. Bro.
Oh, man.
I cannot be watching these videos for real, dog.
What?
Bro, this is top level AI brain rot, bro.
So you guys are not
watching this is making you dumber.
You're not watching any brain rot videos on AI. You guys don't have any guilty pleasures on AI.
Sometimes
of AI videos.
Sometimes I get lost in the sauce. Like we were talking off camera about the fruit
Yes.
infidelities. But sometimes like I catch myself and I'm like, what am I watching? Like, wouldn't you rather real brain rot than AI brain rot?
No, honestly, like I did get wrapped up in the fruit ones, but even after a certain point, I was like intentionally skipping them.
Yeah.
Because I noticed my algorithm, like every third video was a fruit, strawberry cheating on the mango. I'm like, hold on.
So
like,
wait, do you if you press like, then it's stuck in your algorithm.
that's the thing. I didn't even press like, but because I watched the full first one, it's like, we got you, bitch.
Impressions.
Literally.
All right. Okay, let me show you guys. Now that you mention it.
Why is the baby in jail?
And it always has the music in the back. Oh, you guys didn't peep game. The little whatchamacallit, what do you call that? pineapple that's in the jail with him, that's his pineapple baby that's in the jail with him.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, why is the baby in jail too?
Because in the last episode, he got pregnant from
In the last
Yo,
episode,
You know
like-
what?
like,
We're
man,
gone too
like,
far.
Nah,
You're supposed to know the lore.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? 30 minutes ago, Friday said he doesn't watch TV shows, but he is tapped into the Fruitverse AI.
This is why I'm watching TV shows like,
I said, how do you not know that the baby was pregnant by the? I'm like, I'm not supposed to know that.
You know the worst part about it is like one of y'all just said somebody went and spent money on a real production, did casting, got actors, set, everything, and I'm literally giving my attention to AI slop, bro.
No facts. Like the man's making these AI fruit videos are racking up bread, and there's real thespians, real writers, real
Thespians.
cinematographers who are put their life to this. You know what I mean? Went to school, 20,000 debt, all that. And
Staying home, remembering lines and
you know what I
shit.
mean? And them not bust, them not getting dog.
I'm not against AI, but I think if we continue to normalize this sort of content, it's gonna like lower the standard of media or like escapist media in a sense. Like before, back in the day, you watch a comedy, you watch a movie, like you gotta take it in. There's symbolism, there's like real like cinematography. Now it's like so low level brain rot that it's like, bro, I actually feel dumber watching them for real. Like
It's because the powers that be started pushing out so much shit where now we're accepting anything. Like if you think about the kind of media that we had back in the day, like when mans were actually trying to like write out like when we had playwrights and man just to actually go to the theater compared to now where you could just scroll on your phone. Like even Netflix, they have a passive viewing where they're telling the screenwriters, oh, every other page recap what's going on. So if someone's on their phone and they tap back into the show, they kind of get like a recap of like the last 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So like I feel like us humans are kind of giving AI the alley-oop to like take our jobs from us.
Yeah, bro. And like there's only so many remakes. We were having a big conversation about like show remakes and stuff like that, or different like TV shows, right? But like there's not really many good new shows.
That's true.
And then like after you spend all this money on whatever shows that do exist, they put them out in freaking like 5-packs on freaking Netflix, so people just consume them in a day. Like, bro, then you have mad time to go consume more AI slop, bro.
yeah, and what I realize is that like I don't know if it's because of the rate we're consuming content or how short the content itself is, but the attention span effect is so evident because if you put like one of these like new younger generation kids in front of like an old movie that's kind of slow, like you know those like classic movies that's like a slow build, like maybe the first 30 minutes is boring, but you gotta like take it. They can't sit still. They're used to like just seeing something and like watching like whatever pineapple, strawberry, and they're like, well, where's the good part? Like let's get to the good part. It's like no, like you gotta wait. So I feel like we're losing that patience that you need to really consume good art.
Yeah,
now it's like unless it hits right away, I'm scrolling past. I'm not even gonna take it in.
And you're talking about young people. I'm like, I'm 50, I'm watching, consuming this shit, enjoying it, entertained, bro. So imagine like the younger people who's supposed to have no attention span, fam. Nobody has an attention span, bro. It scales all the way up, bro.
Speaking on AI taking our jobs, okay. I was with the Shotty the other day, right? I'm not even trying. Okay, I'm not even trying to do that. Yo, so she's bumping tracks, and then every like transition, I think she's running a mix because every transition is flawless, bro. I'm like, yo, whose mix is this? This is fire. Like every song is fire. Da da da. She's like, yo, this is not a mix. This is Spotify.
Yep.
Spotify has a feature where you can like do an auto DJ.
You didn't know that?
I'm there like, yo, my mind is blown, fam. Because I'm like, 90% of DJs I know, these niggas can't mix, they can't transition, it's offbeat, you know what I mean? Like, it hurts my ears and shit.
Yeah.
And Spotify is doing like perfect mixes every time.
That's scary.
And like, I'm just there because like certain songs, there's like a little bit of an intro. So I'm like, yo, how do they know where like the one beat is and how to like bring it? Like, I was just so perplexed, bro.
Yo, why are they doing that, fam? They're really trying to just jam everybody's jobs, eh?
Nah, I love it, bro. I love it, dog. Too many of these TikTok DJs been going too crazy, doing some bullshit mixes, going like, nah, bro.
No, but isn't that threaten you guys' jobs as DJs? Like if somebody could just go put on a Spotify mix and then go walk into the next room?
No, I feel like now, if anything, your value as a DJ has to be more evident because now that it's not just about cross-fading songs and transitioning, like you got to have something that you bring to the table because what can you do that this AI prompt can't do, you know?
Yeah.
I remember like 3 years ago, Gary Vee was saying, build your brand. Because at that point, like Alexa and all those things was going in. So it's like, so he was saying, oh, people are going to say, oh, Alexa, instead of saying, give me a podcast, so say, oh, Alexa, give me We Love Hip Hop. Because if you just put, oh, Alexa, play a podcast, they're going to put Joe Rogan. They're going to put Joe Budden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you don't build up your brand, AI is going to take you over. Alexa's going to recommend every other nigga except for you. Like, you really have to kind of build up your ecosystem, you know?
Yeah.
And I do think our generation will continue to have like the human aspect of art, and maybe the next generation might prefer AI for artistic stuff. But like our generation, we're like, we can combine it. Like we'll utilize AI, but we still prefer working with people.
Yeah.
But I think it's the next generation where they're like, let me just go all AI and like be in control of it and be like passive.
But I think AI is going to take over so much where like a real human experience is going to be so valuable. So the people that did build up their brands that they could offer like a proper real life experience, they're going to be able to charge crazy bread.
Like a premium.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so what artistic ventures do you feel like will have a higher value as AI becomes more popular?
Live shows.
Yeah,
Live shows. I think visual artists, like people who can draw and paint. You know, some people will do that live at an event.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be able to do it live though, because just being able to create an image,
you're right.
No,
like,
exactly.
It's not sufficient because AI can make it look like a painting too.
Exactly. You're gonna have to be able to see that person doing it like at an exhibit, like putting up a picture at an exhibit. AI could make that now, but if you can see the person actually painting the picture and then give it to you after that, that person is still gonna be able to live.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Chefs, but I heard AI and robots are making food now too.
Yeah. And if they perfect those robots that are not falling on the floor and all kind of stupid shit, bro, all it needs to do is have the right program for the recipe, and they can do it exactly how it's still supposed to be done.
Now, but imagine if like 50 years from now, like every crib has like a robot that cooks your food and stuff. It's gonna be a luxury to be able to pay a human to come and chef your food. So like the people who do like love the culinary arts, they're gonna be able to charge like 10 bands for me to pull up to your crib and actually do my thing rather than the robot thing that every robot is programmed to do.
But okay, what's the human supposed to be able to do more than the robot besides the experience? Because if they make it good enough that the food, like we can't tell the difference between a human making it and a robot making it, like a lot of humans are fucked.
But it's for these rich niggas, just the fact that all you guys are using robots and I'm able to pay a human where most humans don't want to leave their crib, that's going to be the flex. You know what I mean?
Exclusivity.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I paid one of the most rarest people to come pull up and da-da-da, you know?
But the food's not going to be better.
It's not going to be better. It's like, it's just the fact that I'm paying a human.
It's the performance aspect.
Yeah, because you can get probably Roof Chris made by a robot and it's just going to be expensive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it's going to be. It's just going to be a more expensive Uber order, but all our Uber orders are going to be made by robots and delivered by robots.
I'm waiting for the day where it's just all self-driving cars. That's going to be crazy.
My license is suspended, so we need that right now.
You're blessed.
Okay, let's get out of the AI wormhole here. I got an actual pre-topic for us here, okay? Getting cakes of Toronto rappers. I don't know if you guys ever seen this. So
absolutely horrid design job by cake company for my nephew's birthday, dropping their name if they don't fix it up.
So here's a bigger picture of the cake here.
That cake is fire. What do you mean? That cake is
but
mad.
look, Wassers, GGG. Who the Wassers? Right? They got top 5 on Houdini, right? Okay, actually the pictures are pretty good put on a cake. But look, Burning Band and Casper Tang. They fucked that up bad. But the intention was good.
You don't think that's AI?
I don't know. It might be AI, bro. They might have caught me with some AI shit. Let me see what the comments are saying.
I seen it on the blogs too, but maybe the original image, could be AI.
No, but there's another one, fam. Because look, I got another slide right here. Right? Is this type of fandom cool or tacky? And this is a cake, come outside cake. Teen is going viral for getting the K Money themed cake for his 17th birthday. I think the other one is real too, bro. Like we seen a prom, or no, not a prom, a bar mitzvah or whatever with Pressa and Smiley and all that there. Like, I think that's a W for Toronto rappers, but some people are like, yo, that's cringe. Is that cringe?
To get a cake of a Toronto artist for your birthday, I think
Even
it's
any
cringe.
artist.
Nah, bro. It's just because we're from Toronto, we don't want to put respect on the Mandem's name, bro. But if she got a Chris Brown cake or you know what I mean?
I still you're
Or
right.
a David Guetta cake or some bullshit. You know what I mean? We're
No,
gonna
I
love
would
it.
still think it's
A little
cringe.
baby cake.
I would still think it's cringe because it's like, yo, this is your birthday. This is not little baby's birthday. You know what I'm saying? This should be a picture of you. Or like, but I get it. Like at the end of the day, they're a fan of this person. So if they got like a Michael Jordan cake, like, you know, like people would probably
people
rate
do
it.
that. I've seen Kobe cakes. I've seen
Yeah.
even like when shorties get like the Princess Tiana cakes when they're younger and stuff. Like
I do think it's cringier that it is Toronto artists. So maybe I'm part of the problem. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, imagine you were at a birthday party in high school and like, yo, I got a K Money cake.
No, but the kids that are in his group or his school are probably like, yo,
they're rated.
that's
They're probably rated.
hard. Fam,
give
I
me the
play that
torso.
every
Give me the
day."
torso, fam.
I want the parental advisory sticker part. Give me the parental advisory sticker.
Yo, you never
All
know,
right.
fam.
Give me the
You know what?
legs,
I'm not.
fam.
I'm not gonna hate on it, but
Yeah.
let's not pretend like it's not cringe. Like you don't think it's cringe at all.
It's a little cringe.
If you had
but
and he was like, "Yo, I want this for my birthday cake."
it's cringe, but when we were kids,
I
we
was
were
about to
cringe.
say, you have to remember, these are teenagers.
Fam,
dog.
if he
17
was
and
10,
15.
if he was 10, 9, 10, 11, okay.
Then you shouldn't be listening to K Money and the man.
Nah, but 17, fam, like you haven't like developed your wits yet. I don't know, like, but whatever.
It's a shotty though.
No, but you know what?
Oh, it's a shotty?
Yeah,
So
at
that's
least-
probably like her crush.
You know what I mean?
No, I didn't
Then-
say that here. Hold on.
Okay, at least the 17 one and looked like a shotty's cake, bro. It didn't look like that was for the man.
No, pull it up on the screen again. You're right still, because look at this pink frosting.
For her birthday.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Okay.
that's
So
just
that's
her
what I'm
crush.
saying, like,
That's
She has
totally
a crush.
Yeah.
If she had a Chris Brown, like it's gonna
Valid.
be the same shit. Like,
okay, but that's a girl. Imagine your son did that. You know what I'm
but
saying?
yeah, that's different. That's
That's what I
completely
was thinking. It
different.
was
Okay,
like it was
well-
like a kid, like a son.
Hold on. Hit the brakes. Different. Why? How? Or how?
If it's
Or
like,
why, I
if
mean.
it's Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, Shea, one of those mans, like if my son is a hooper, I would kind of understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like if you're just like a regular guy, like what about this rapper infatuated you so much where you want to like eat him?
Pause.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey,
like
yo,
that's what's
chill.
happening.
But even if so what would entice them to eat a SGA or friggin' LeBron James? Like that's still weird.
I
It's
know,
like,
right?
It's like I'll be like Mike, you know, I'll be like Kobe, like you know, like
I'll be like K Money.
If he eats the torso.
Make me like Mike.
You know, so you know,
I'm saying
like
it's the same thing, fam.
I'll just feel like okay, he's locked in, like he's really trying to. But like, what are you locked in on? If you want, like,
That's my favorite rapper, fam.
nah.
I listen to his music every day. It's gotten me through some hard times and awkwardness in high school. I felt like a guy listening to him.
And I'm not gonna lie, in high school, the individuals that you admire, like your celebrity, like the fan that you are, like that kind of adds to your personality. And in high school, everyone had like their go-to like athletes where it's like, oh, his favorite basketball player is Kevin Garnett.
No,
His
exactly.
favorite player though, that's Carmelo. That guy, oh, this guy
Yeah.
like loves Kobe. And that would add to their own personality. So maybe this guy
Yeah.
feels like K Money, that's part of my personality.
Yeah, but here's where and I don't know if this is maybe how you feel natural, but this is where it gets weird. Because the guy who's into K Money, and let's say you're 15 years old and whatever, and you want to get a K Money cake, you have to be either like, I don't want it developmentally challenged or like a mesquine. Because like if you're
No
really
street
into
nigga-
his
yeah,
music,
yeah, no street
you're
nigga.
like, you're not gonna get a cake of the man, them fam. You're gonna be like, yo, fam, I listen to his music. I think I'm a guy. You know, through listening to, I'm watching myself in the mirror, and I think I'm like, it makes me more thuggy. Getting a cake don't make you more thuggy.
No, I was about to say
fam.
my 17-year-old son can't even request a cake at all.
What?
No,
What?
Nah, bro. We're not doing that cake.
No
shit.
birthdays?
Nah, you can have a birthday, but
With no cake?
okay, you're 17
This
years
guy's
old.
stringent, bro.
Okay, you're about to be a man, and you're coming to. You can ask for anything in the world, and you want a fucking cake, nigga.
Wait,
Bro,
bro.
man, not eating no cake, Bridget.
Bro, respectfully.
Fam, but let's be honest, bro. More times when it's someone's birthday, a cake is a given. No one asks for a cake. It's part of the experience.
Mans are getting cakes in their 30s and 40s.
Yeah,
and
like,
shit.
bro, I went to a 50th birthday the other day. There was a cake, you know?
That's different, though. If someone gives you the cake, that's different. Yo, they're going out and requesting K-Money cakes, bro.
But who knows? Maybe,
Pause.
maybe. Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, yo, chill.
Bro, that is crazy. No, but what if like her older sister, older brother knows that like she's a K-Money fan and
Right.
like everyone knows you're getting a cake on your birthday, all right? You don't gotta ask, all right? You normally don't have to ask for your own cake. It's part of the experience. So they surprised her with the K-Money cake.
No, stop
That's
saying
different.
her. Switch it now. We
Yeah.
already established the Gamdom, they get a pass.
Bro.
To him,
Okay.
if you're a 17-year-old guy, you can't get the K-Money cake, bro.
Just give him a band and call it a day.
Yo, fam, we need to have advanced past getting cakes of like your favorite rappers, basketball players, or anything by 17. If you're a man, you're not a man, fam. You're about to be 18 next year.
17?
Why are you getting next man on
So
the
wait,
cake?
what's a big
Bridget?
man cake then that you should get at 17? Like,
Let's get something with your freaking the date.
and your name?
Not even your name. Yeah, get your name, fam.
I don't cake, bro. You have to blow out the candles and it gets crazy, dog. Like, yo,
What happened? Yo, this guy has one bad birthday cake and it's just been anti-birthday
Bad
cake
man, no
since.
blow out the blood clot candle.
when I was 17, I was already in university on res. Like, I was already out the crib. You know what I mean? So, like, my view on 17s are no different than most
Okay, so
niggas.
what age do you stop getting these custom birthday
16
cakes?
is like the last hurrah. Now you have your sweet 16. You get out all your last little.
None of them have sweet 16s. That's for shorties, bro.
But I mean, like, that's just like the vibe, you know? Like, the 16 is like the last one, you know what I mean? Anything you wanted to do as a youth, you get it off.
So you can get a cake. Can you get a cake with your favorite rapper at 16 still?
At 16, you might could get it
Okay,
off.
okay, wait, let me
Pushing
ask
it,
you
bro.
something. Let me
You're
ask you something.
pushing it.
Let me ask you something. Say, you know, you're talking to a shotzi.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. You know, she's like, yo, I prepared like a nice little evening for us. She buys you a cake and it's a Vibes Cartel image on it. You're 31 years old. She spent money customizing this cake.
World boss.
It says happy birthday, World Boss Natural. So what are you doing in that situation? You're just dashing it?
I'm like, yo, this was not it.
And there's a 31 candle on it with lit, so you have to
Yeah,
blow
like a
it off.
3 and a 1. And like, bro, it's not like she just got you a cake. She got you like cologne. There's like all this other stuff. And there's like, and last but not least, your
I
cake.
don't know. I'm narcissistic. I'm
And
like,
she-
why do you have?
happy birthday.
I'll just be like, yo, why do you have a next nigga on my cake?
You
Pause.
just ruined the whole night.
I'll be a little annoyed. I want to ruin the night.
Yo,
but
hold on. You went to the band's concert for 2 nights
And in another country.
and in the next country, and now he's just the next nigga. Like, bro, he's the world boss, bro.
Because yo, those are his nights. I went to support him. This is my night. Nigga.
Yeah,
what
but
a
she's like, yo-
reduction, bro.
She's like, yo, like, don't you love Vibes Cartel's music? Like, you know,
I guess not.
Every other night, yeah. Yo, I love Kanye down still. Even if Kanye on the cake, bro, I'm cheese, fam.
Man,
cheese,
dash
bro.
the cake.
the worst birthday ever.
Like, yo, you think about next niggas while you're planning my shit?
What if she starts crying? She starts crying. The cake's on the floor. She's like, I thought you was naked.
I'm like, yo, like, that's why you're number 3 on the list, bro.
How did you get to friggin'? Yo, she's thinking of you, bro. She's putting this freaking whole thing together, and now it's like you're thinking of next niggas.
Nah, I don't know,
bro.
my narcissism can get crazy sometimes, still, bro. I'm self-aware, though. you
Yo,
know, I'm
imagine
working
she's
on
like, what do you think? And he's like, why is there a next man on this cake?
it. No, but I'm like, yo, who's this nigga? I'm like, this isn't me.
I don't even want you to dream of a next nigga.
Nah, respectfully.
Okay, let me
I
ask
will
you this.
wake you up out your dream.
Okay, what about this? What about this? A Family Guy themed cake. Or like The Simpsons.
Okay, because it's animated.
So now it's different.
Okay, BoJack Horseman, that's one of my favorite So,
So
Classic
you would
show.
eat a horse on a cake.
That's
That's what you just said.
because it's
Hey, yo,
because it's animated
chill.
like BoJack Horseman, Rick and Morty. If there's like a joke behind it, you know, like I'll allow it a little more and stuff.
So it just can't be a real
Yeah,
man.
a real life nigga, like nah.
So it can't be can it be a Spawn cake?
What do you mean?
Spawn. He's like
Okay, I have
he's a
another.
black superhero.
Who's Spawn?
I don't know. I don't remember who played the part of Spawn, but he was a black superhero.
I've never even heard of this guy before.
Or you could Blade
Blade?
with the Wesley Snipes on it.
Nah, because that's a real nigga.
Okay. How about this? Shensia.
Shensia. Yeah, that could go on.
Okay.
could
So
go on.
if it's a gal on the cake.
A girl on the cake could go on. still.
Okay.
Girl on the
I
cake
hear
could
that.
go
I
on.
hear that. I would rather my son want like hot chicks on his cake than like K money.
You know what I mean?
Wow, we are the most misogynistic, red pill ass.
I can't help it, bro. I can't help it.
No, but this is a valid question. Like, what age do you stop getting those type of cakes? Remember those cakes with like the full-on soccer net and
Yeah.
like the guys kicking the soccer ball?
I would say 15 should be the cutoff.
Okay, for my daughter, I'd say about 16. For my son, I'm giving him like until 12.
I was gonna say, like, for my son, he can't hit the teens with like these weird like baby cakes.
Yeah.
At that point, it's like red velvet cheesecake. We're getting adult cakes,
No,
bro.
facts.
Yeah, but he might be still innocent, bro. And you might want that, fam. You don't want him out there just smashing down things, catching chlamydia in school and doing all
That's
kind of
crazy. He doesn't have to do all that stuff, but you know, like
You might
to
just want him
have-
to be innocent, fam. He's just in his crib. He goes, does his homework.
nah, we're
know what
not
I'm
getting the
saying?
Avengers cake for your 15th birthday, fam. Pick something else.
That's
Pick
what he's
something
into,
else.
bro.
No, but what if like he's such a good you and he does everything right and he just wants the Avengers cake?
Yeah,
Like
fam.
you wouldn't feel bad, like yo, you know he's straight A's
No, get
doing
some
it.
titties on the cake, nigga.
I'm eating a cake, pussy.
I would get it for him. So if it's a good you and like if he's super mesquite, like he's just like looking at me with the doggy eyes
Yeah.
and shit.
It's like,
Yeah.
all he
I'll get it
asked for was the Avengers cake. He's like he didn't want anything else.
Yeah, fam.
I'll get it for him still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. Like, gotta let the kids still stay kids, fam. But I'm also saying this where it's like, if you're 16, 17 and you want the Avengers cake, I'm like, fam, like, go outside, Richard. Like, go meet a gal. You know what I'm saying?
But yo, boys mature differently than girls. Like girls mature quicker.
Mm.
You know, like I remember when I mentioned this before. I DJ'd like these elementary school like Halloween dances, right? And there's a certain age where all the kids are doing are running and sliding. But then there's a certain like segment of like the grade 7s and 8s that were still doing that. But it was just the boys. And like the girls were actually trying to like dance like they were like.
What do you mean
older.
running and they'll just run and just slide to the
Yeah.
side?
Nah, those are waist suits. What the fuck? Grade 7 and 8.
No, like from like grade 4s and 5s, they're all the cool kids are doing it. Like, but some kids they don't grow out of that. So by the time they're grade 7, like the girls are actually trying to like dance, and the kids are still doing the slides.
Yo, respectfully, in my grade 7 dance, yo, there was this
Hold on. You just called a bunch of kids waist suits.
louder waist suits, fam. My cat, yo, if I find out my son is doing that, I'm boxing him.
They like go full sprint and then they slide like on like their legs, bro.
That is kind of waist
Yo,
suit.
in my grade 7 dance, in my school dance, fam. Okay, there was this brown thing. I'm not gonna say her name or whatever, right? She was a little bit of a tomboy, I'm not gonna lie, but she was bad. She was like, so okay, in the grade 7 dance, everyone's on the dance floor. Me and her, okay, it's a table like this or whatever, right? We're sitting right beside each other, and then her hand is just under the table or whatever. So we're in the dance. She's giving me a hand job or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing in grade 7. So if I'm there and I'm seeing mans running and doing this,
We're getting like fully jerked off.
I'll be like, yo, yo, we're in different leagues right now, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like that sounds like a little bit advanced for grade 7. You might have been in the advanced level.
Yeah, but
bro.
at least go for a dance or something with the girl. I'm like, man, okay, at what point did you start to like get interested in girls?
Like, nigga, grade 7, you're still 12, 13, fam. Like, you still could be a little bit of a mesquite. It's fine.
I
You don't have to
remember-
be getting hand jobs yet.
I remember like being like, I wouldn't say pussy whip because I didn't get pussy these times, but like grade 3, grade 4, that's when I was like, all I thought about was like my crush and like MSNing her and like trying to like swerve on her and stuff.
I used to pick flowers out the garden and run and try to give it to the shawty them and stuff. Like,
Yeah, so that's 8 years old.
I was a super mesquite. I wasn't getting no pum pum in grade 7.
Neither was I.
Grade 8, grade 9. I would even say all the way to grade 11.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy because the first time I got pussy was grade 11, but like I
Really?
was like making out with girls and like getting handies and the occasional blowy from like grade 8.
If I was a parent, I would prefer that. I lost my V's in grade 9, like right before grade 9.
Mm.
I feel like that's a little too young. Like if my 12-year-old son told me that he lost his V's, I'd be a little concerned.
But I feel like you're kind of at an advantage if you go into high school already knowing about that. Like I feel like when we went into high school with like, you know, we were just in grade 8 and now we're in grade 9, we're all virgins. Like it took a while, you know, like I think the
Yeah.
majority of people lost at grade 10, grade 11.
Nah, I
so.
felt like a new nigga when it happened, bro, because I was moving to Malton from Scarborough.
Mm.
So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to a new school. Like, I kind of want to reinvent myself, you know? So I'm like, hey, what could I do to like become a new? So I'm like, hey, let me just lose my V's real quick. There's a shot, you know? So I did it. I moved and then, yo, dog, I'm in Malton walking around. I feel like the guy slapping down things. And then that's when I slept with that guy's girl, made the diss track, and then, yeah, I almost got
There's a
jumped.
lot being explained right now in this one.
A
little
lie,
segment
some
right
pure
here.
lore from other episodes. It's all coming full circle.
The
still.
freaking villain arc. right there.
Okay, wait, comment down below
Yeah.
for your child in terms of their, I guess, sexual development. What age would you want them to lose their virginity? What's a healthy age in your opinion?
Ooh. Yeah.
Because it
On
probably varies if you have a daughter or a
Yeah,
son.
on the Joe Budden podcast, it was hilarious. They were talking about it because there's a few girl dads there.
Mm.
So when they talk about the sons, they're like, oh, yeah, my son could lose his V's, blah, blah, blah.
Like
When it-
15, 14.
You know, like,
yeah.
when it came to the daughter, all of a sudden niggas is quiet and shit. And I don't want to really talk about this because me talking on daughter topics is not really the best.
Wrong messenger.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It gets tricky.
Yeah.
It gets
yeah,
tricky.
Yeah. No. And none of us are parents around the table. So,
That we know of.
yeah, that we know of. Right. But let us know in the comments below. Let me run some tunes here. Oh, man.
Like a virgin.
I don't even know if he could do this again, man. Damn, bro. Damn. Say what you're gonna say. Say it.
Nah, I feel like he wrote it still. I'm like, we don't know if the writers are still there, but I think he wrote that. still. I feel like he
Nah,
wrote
man.
that.
That's from the heart right there, man. That's 6 God shit.
But who was shooting at Kitty Caravana?
What? That went down.
I was just shooting a kid, not regular Caravana. Kid,
At Kitty
with the youth
Caravana.
them there?
Yo, fam, the early 2000s were a mod time.
For real, eh?
Yeah, fam. There was a lot of like events where a lot of us got together and everybody thought it was going to be a nice day.
Yeah.
And then man just moshed it up, bro. You know how many Caravanas themselves got shot up, bro?
Nah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, there was, I think, maybe 2 times that Kitty Caravana got shot up.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But-
them are innocent.
Yeah. But let's get into it.
We
We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast, Friday Ricky Dread, aka Podcast Poppy, aka multiple AKAs Rick, aka DJ Not a DJ Rick, aka no more AKAs. We back over here, episode 680. We got back in the building. The Turkish Thrill. You might see him behind the wheels of the steel taking your request. You might see him behind the cameras getting the hottest content in the city. We have our political expert himself, DJ Czar in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Yes, sir. DJ Czar, aka Burrow Sound, aka Cheeseburger, aka Young Shawarma, aka Zarly Kirk, aka The Ruiner, aka Coffee Poppy with no coffee on me. Back at it like a crack addict.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
And sitting next to DJ Czar, we got you might see him on your social media screens turning up the numbers. You might see him also on your social media screens turning up the brand deals. You might see him at the event bubbling up on a chatty.
Mad.
All right, we got DJ and content creator extraordinaire, DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Mad. You already know. Official meta creator. You already know I'm glad to be back. Shout out Hancho for holding it down.
Yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
it's big shoes to fill. Pause, but I feel like he did a good job in my absence.
No, fam. Your absence was felt, fam. We had a super amazing conversation about Drake, and all I was thinking
God.
is like, yeah, we need DJ Natural in here.
Bro, I was actually watching. I'm like, yo, am I watching porn right now, fam? I'm like, yo, I had to check to see if there's an 18 plus, a not safe for watching. I'm like, yo, is this gonna get demonetized, fam?
Too much glazing.
Pure glazing, bro. See, I wanted to jump through the screen, dog.
Oh
But
man,
it was a great episode for sure.
well, I think let me double check to see if we have anything about Drake. We might have some. Yeah, we do have a Drake topic in here. So
Mad.
good, we got your hate back in the building. Well, welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back, and big salute to One Take Jake over here in the building, keeping us nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And big salute to Dusty Wallace out there in the world. Let's get to some housekeeping before we get to some of our business over here. Starting with Gamdom. Okay, big salute to Gamdom. Air horns.
Gamdom dada.
All right. Salute to Gamdom. Join 16 million players who know where the real action is. Gamdom delivers elite odds that the big name books can't touch. Okay. You get 15% rake backs on your first week and lightning fast crypto withdrawals. And you can live stream all the action while you win. Right now, if you use the code welovehiphop, you can get yourself some exclusive offers. I'm just double checking right here on my bets here. Let me see. You don't have to put anything up on the screen over here, Jake. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Let's keep that behind the scenes there. Let me see. Let me see if the Raptors won. Did the Raptors win tonight?
I think the game's still going on, right?
Can we get a live score update?
Oh no, it should be done by now.
Let's see. Because I bet on the Raptors. No, the game is still going on. Game is still live. Hold on. We're in the fourth quarter. Let's double check. Raptors are losing by 5.
How many minutes left in the fourth?
I can't see that right here.
But I do want to say shout out to the Raptors because
Yeah.
winning those 2 games at home was super crucial. You know, the Mandem came through, pulled through. I know that game 4 was a super stretch. It got crazy. You know what I mean? But shout out to the boys. We're still in it.
Yeah, and it's like from what I'm seeing here, like 1 second left. So I lost some bread, but it's fine. Use the code welovehiphop. Okay, the code is also in the description, and if you use that code, you are also supporting the platform. All right, so big salute to Gamdom. Also, big salute to Exotic Hot Pot. Okay, from high grade strains to authentic grabba and all the rolling essentials, Exotic Hot Pot is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. If you want to get delivery of that Exotic Hot Pot here in the GTA, hit them up on their Instagram page as exotichotpot.ca or Exotic Hot Pot. Okay. Also, you can find their website, exotichotpot.ca. Let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you, and they'll definitely give you a fat discount. Also, big salute to Road Ready Detailing. That's over at 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. You can get your cars detailed. You can get your cars get ceramics on your cars. You can get tints, wraps, anything you need. Okay. And they've done the stickers for us over here at the network. So hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Toronto Road Ready Detailing, or just go down to the location, Toronto, 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. If you see the boy Dusty Wallace, let him know that We Love Hip Hop boy sent you, and he'll give you a fat discount. And big salute to this goat weed that I got on the table here. Honcho bought us some of this last week. If you all want some of that, I'll pop it up on the screen over there. I got some for you over here too.
Oh,
man.
respect.
The goat weed is powerful. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, big salute to the sponsors, man. We blessed over here. Gentlemen, how y'all weeks been? We are getting into the weekend. Let me know what y'all have if y'all have any plans, any places where the people can go out and check y'all. What's going on?
Have a private gig and then DJing at length. So yeah, this weekend, going and easy, just working, grinding. Super on the health thing right now. I'm so locked in. Give me a month. Jeez. You know what I'm saying? Give me a month. I might have to do a shirtless reveal.
Oh,
I look like a Greek god right now.
Do it on your Instagram.
Nah, we doing it live. Sponsored by Gamdom. Nah, but yeah, bro. Just been locked in, and I did a little photo shoot today with Wasta Sauce. Big up Wasta Sauce. You know, pause, but I got some headshots. Pause. Yeah, bro.
Yo, chill.
Yeah, bro. You might see me in some movies. Who knows? I'm trying to be typecast as like one of them Russian gangsters or something. I don't know.
You're trying to get your Jason Statham on for real, right?
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you say, Natural? You little hiatus.
It's been good. I DJ'd a couple fashion shows last week. That's why I was gone.
Jeez,
But yeah, it was proper. So it was like a traveling fashion show. So they do like New York, Miami,
Mm.
Italy, Toronto. Back when I was able to go to the States, I used to do their shows in the States as well. But I'm working on my US waiver so we could get that going again. But it was proper, surrounded by models. You know what I mean? Can't complain.
Just another day.
You know what I mean? Typical shit.
Another day in the life.
So I did tap into the pod though, like so that was good to listen to.
I wish you were here when I told the security story.
Yeah, that was actually a good story. And then Hancho was like, "Oh, Natural, I have to have a discussion with him, blah blah blah."
Yeah, he wasn't a fan of the whole icy ordeal.
I'm like, thank God I wasn't here. Be surrounded by models or get lectured by Hancho and love. You know what I mean? Like it's a pretty.
I can already imagine him be like, "Why would you say that?"
But like, I feel like I already know, bro. Save your breath. I already went through it. Everyone already told me, But the thing is, I feel like I've been having a phenomenal year so far.
Mhm.
So like, how come man them can't pull up to say, "Oh, yo, I see you did this good, you did that good," but when you do one thing bad, oh, I have to go have a discussion with him after. You know what I mean?
But you know
Come
why?
on,
Because
bro.
Honcho's he's like a big bro to you, So
Yeah.
it's kind of like he already knows you're killing it, but he
Mm.
wants to show you where you could be doing better type,
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like honest big bro advice.
Yeah, and I'll give Honcho that for that reason.
Mm.
But anybody else, you know how the game goes, bro.
Exactly.
They don't count your W's. They'll look for the L's, fam. You could have 100 W's. One L
Exactly.
counts for the 100 W's. You know what I'm saying? So
But of course, it's all love with Hancho. That's
Yeah.
literally my family. So.
literally, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we literally had still like the bloodline in the building.
Exactly.
So salute to
The bloodline.
you know what I mean. But salute to Hancho, salute to you for anything this weekend.
This weekend I'm actually not DJing, but I'm gonna be getting ready for Vancouver next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The Armani show happening at Mansion nightclub over in Vancouver. So just check my page for that. And
Sexy Red.
yeah, it's Sexy Red also happening next month, May 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Day Iceman's dropping. That day is gonna be like Christmas for me, dog.
Yeah. And I heard it's 70% sold out. There's a
Yeah.
post of that right now saying 70% sold out. So yeah, get your tickets now. Yeah. Also, one announcement I have to make here quickly. There was a move for the show that I was supposed to be hosting last Sunday, or the Sunday that just passed, the Stove God Cook Show. That got moved to July 12th,
Okay.
right? So I don't know what happened, but it will be July 12th over at the Phoenix still. JD Era is going to be performing. Haley G, Ayo Biggs, Focus the Truth, Kofi World, and Seiko. Those are the opening acts.
Okay, shout out
Right.
Seiko.
And Don Q will be the special guest in the building. And yeah, music by DJ Law and hosted by your boy Friday Ricky Trey. So about 3 days after my birthday. So,
Jeez.
yeah. Look out for
Oh
that.
shoot.
Yeah.
What are we saying for your birthday? No birthday cakes, obviously.
I don't know, fam. I didn't know that I was like aged out of the birthday cake thing, fam. I'm down for a birthday cake. I'll put my favorite rapper on it, bro. Give me the Drake cake.
Oh my God, bro. Should we get Friday a Drake cake for his wait, is it 50 or 51?
51.
51.
I had a 51-year-old.
Nothing was the
want
same cake would be hard
cake.
though.
Nothing was the same.
That would be hard.
I feel like maybe we should do Iceman.
Ooh. Listen,
Depends
the
on-
only reason I can even get this off is because I make content.
Exactly.
If I didn't make content and like I just posted this on my personal Instagram page as the guy who works like at the gas station or whatever,
It's crazy.
they'd be like, "Yo, what's wrong with this you, bro? Like you got a Drake cake?"
So you do want a cake for your birthday?
I'm always down for cake, bro. Look at the weight I put on, bro.
What to say? That's just some gluttony shit.
Set on, bro. It didn't even have to be a birthday.
It doesn't,
cake.
I was gonna say I don't think it has anything to do with your birthday. Like you want cake right now, even. Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
we
The
should do like a Korean grill or something,
I'm down for
like a team
whatever.
building.
Yeah, we got some time.
We need to pop out all of us outside one day.
No, we're gonna
We
pop
need
out.
an Aura farm or something.
We were gonna pop out before my birthday. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? And I would like to IRL stream. sometime soon.
Yo, if we IRL stream for your birthday, we might get stream sniped at Korean Grill. Or are we not that important?
It depends on who we get stream sniped by. Because Top 5 stream sniped Tishka. That's a W stream snipe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, Top 5 should stream snipe your birthday with like 20 racks. Like, yo, Friday, it's for you.
That's a good idea. See that out there in the universe? I like that idea right there. I like that idea. Maybe up to 50 racks.
Yeah, 51 racks
You know
for
what
your
I'm saying?
51st birthday.
Exactly. But okay, welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's get into some of the topic that we have over here. I got this Jay-Z interview. Okay, I have it titled Jay-Z Sneak This Is Drake. This episode is sponsored by Gamdom. Join 60 million players who know where the real action is. Gamdom delivers elite odds that the big name books can't touch. 15% instant rakebacks on your first week, lightning fast crypto wallet withdrawals, and you could live stream the action while you win. Right now, you can use the code WeLoveHipHop at gamdom.com/r/WeLoveHipHop to start earning free rewards. Again, that's gamdom.com/r/WeLoveHipHop and start winning. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer! So Jay-Z recently did a new interview, and I think it was with GQ, if I'm not mistaken. And he was talking about aging gracefully in the game and things like that, right? And the type of music as you start aging. So I'll play a clip over this of this courtesy of Keeps It Solid.
How it's authentic to them, and they tell them the story about their mom and dad who just passed away, and how deep that is, with John Legend singing on the chorus, and like
talking about the clip,
you know, everything that they've been through is an authentic display, a piece of people.
Let's bring it back. So Jay-Z Sneak This Is Drake in the New York Times interview. My bad. And academics calls him out. Okay, so
All the time, never fight against the future. Future's coming. Artists, they were trying to recreate something that was already done, but they're not connected to it like that. They're not living it and breathing it. They were fighting against gravity as opposed to telling their story. We needed that other side. We needed to hear about what happens when you've had 4 successful albums. What happens? What is that feeling like? How do you make the next one? How did you get in the studio? How are your kids? How do you interact with them as this hip hop dad? But if you're trying to make young music and you're not, you're not young, it's gonna be inauthentic, and people could feel that. You could smell it. So the best thing that anyone can do, like going through music, is to tell their story, and just keep creating from that space. I love what the clips are doing right now, and how it's authentic. I tell people all the time, and how it's authentic to them, and they tell them the story about their mom and dad who just passed away, and how deep that is, with John Legend singing on the chorus, and like, you know, everything that they've been through is an authentic display, a piece of classic material that it could have came out 96 or come out 2026. It still feels the same because it's real and it's authentic to who they are, and how it's authentic to them, and they tell them the story about their mom and not young.
So here's academics' comments on it.
And
all right.
A bow on a lot of bullshit. The guy's 70. Half his life, Jay-Z was like 50 when he was like, yo, I'm young forever. What you mean you young forever? Let's go back and check out the math. Jay-Z, forever young, that she will be forever young.
That she will be.
2009, Jay-Z made that shit, that he young forever. Okay? It was a song on the album released in 2010. How old is Jay-Z now? Jay-Z is 56 in 2026. That means in 2010,
he lost his point.
Which is 16 years.
Okay. So yeah,
when you're 40, you can make you could sample Forever Young.
Yeah, and basically, I guess he was thinking that, and maybe it's not only him thinking that that was a little bit of a sneak shot against Drake. You know, make music that's your age. Now, 2 things. Is Drake making music that is his age? Like, is Jay-Z wrong about that? And if he's not wrong about that, then should he be doing so?
Do you want to begin?
I don't think. Well, I didn't take it as a slight to Drake.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, I just think that's where music is now. Like, everyone is trying to kind of like, oh, what are the kids doing? Let's tap into what the kids are doing. We have to get this popped off on TikTok, you know? So I don't know. I didn't think that as a slight at Drake specifically, but
Right.
Drake is one of the artists that like he even comes on and says that he doesn't want to make old raps. He doesn't want to make dictionary in the club music, you know?
Yes, but dictionary in the club music doesn't necessarily mean that you're making old head rap. You know what I'm saying? It might just be like super complicated rap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, and just one pushback more, pause. Not everybody's doing what the kids are doing. Just the people who are just trying to keep up with the kids. There's a lot of people not doing that, and they're doing fine.
Yes, and I also don't know if Jay-Z was specifically targeting Drake. It's kind of like if the shoe fits, you can wear it. But what I will say is the expectations for people to act their quote unquote age, I feel like that's always dictated by others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think there's a difference between like your actual age and like how old you feel or how old you behave. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I could be even physically, I could be 40 years old, but if I keep up with my metabolism, my body might be like 29. You know what I'm saying? If I'm outside living life, partying with people who are, ranging between whatever.
Tread
21,
carefully, brother.
35. No, because I feel like when Drake makes popular music, it doesn't sound like he's forcing it. He's actually outside, still living a life that might be considered more like suited towards like people in their 20s or 30s because he's actually outside. I'm not saying he's immature, but like he's still partying. He's still out here. He's still with beautiful women. And it's also like LeBron James. Yeah, he's like 40, but he's hooping. So it's like you can't just be like, oh, like you should just be like a 40-year-old. It's like, nah, his performance is more like a 31-year-old right now.
But the way how I see it, I don't think most 20-year-olds can relate to Drake, but I think Drake is trying to relate with most 20-year-olds.
Interesting.
Not
wrong. But interesting.
When you say relate, right? Like, do you mean like the cultural references that the 20-year-olds would get versus Drake who didn't grow up, in the 2010s or whatever?
No, I can relate because like there's a bunch of 20-something-year-olds who can't relate to my existence and my age, but because I'm able to keep up with everything that's going on, I can maybe quote unquote relate. You know what I mean? Like I still have a window into their life and stuff like that.
But there's
and if I go out to these places, there's more than just a window through social media. Like I'm around these people.
Nah, but if you go there trying to use the lingo and stuff, you look crazy. You talk about skibbity boop and all that.
Fair. But like
Tumaza.
But
you look crazy.
I also feel like you are the sum of people who you hang around with, right? So like obviously Drake probably has his peers that are his age, maybe some that are older, but I'm sure he has people that are also younger that kind of keep him in touch with what that next generation is doing.
So Drake is hanging around with youths?
I didn't say youths.
Well, Yachty is
the youth
in his
the youth is suggesting that they are not fully adults, and I'm not falling for that. But he's hanging with young adults.
No, but how old is Yachty? Yachty is not 30 yet. Or I think he's just turning 30.
You don't think Drake has friends in their 20s?
Okay, but you don't think there's something weird of a 40-year-old and all their friends are 20?
I don't know about all his friends being 20.
All his friends are 20, yeah.
Chubbs and freaking whatchamacallit, Hush and the mans are not in their 20s. They're all in their late 30s or 40s.
So so that's why I'm saying I don't think Drake is just all around all these young people. You know what I mean?
You don't think he has people in his circle that are in their 20s or 30s?
I think he does.
That's different than my circle.
Yeah, my day ones.
Okay, yeah, I'm not saying they're like best friends, but I'm saying like the surrounding, like let's say you're on a basketball team and
and quick fast, Yachty's 28.
You're on a basketball team. There are rookies that are 21, 22, 23. You're like 35. You guys might still kick it because you guys are in the same industry or you're on the same team. And there's going to be an exchange of information. As an older head, you can give them some game.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone younger, they can kind of keep you updated with what's happening culturally.
Yes.
The 21-year-old, unless if it's like Michael Jordan or Kobe, they're not inviting the 38-year-old to the club with them. outside of the arena, they're not linking up and all them things, bro.
Nah, it happens, bro.
On a regular, doesn't, but it does happen.
What do you mean? Every NBA team, the rookies, they're like the vets and have their rookies, and they kind of like guide the rookies. They
It's like
haze them and stuff
it's a
too.
mentorship though. It's not
Yes.
because like, oh, I want to like be cool with you. Like,
Yeah.
Like
And-
if you're 38 and you're still in the league, one that's kind of rare. But like if you are, I would imagine that your lifestyle has changed over the last maybe decade that you're in the league, and now you're a little bit more settled in. You know what I mean? You're not chilling with your wife more times when you're off the road.
Yes, and you're gonna probably give your experience of, oh, when I was your age, this is how we handle things.
Yeah, but
and
you're
then
not
they're-
gonna, but I'm saying you're not going out with them.
You could if you want to.
Dog,
Some do. Some do.
Have you ever hung out with 20-year-olds, bro? They're insufferable.
Recently?
As a 30-year-old, they're insufferable, dog. Like they're actually mad annoying, whether it be the shotties or the YNs, bro.
20. I'm trying to think. A 20-year-old's kind of
They have
young.
no clue. They don't know how to act outside. They're new to everything. You know what I mean? Everything's loud. Like, bro, as a grown person, you don't really want to be around that.
Okay, so
It depends on your lifestyle, though. Like, what if your lifestyle is, being outside at the club where a lot of the people are in their 20s? You're gonna kind of adapt.
Okay,
and to bring it full circle with Drake, he has to make music, or doesn't have to, but he's making music that's still updated to the time now, right? So it kind of meaning you have to be kind of current. You have to know what's going on. I hear what's happening because I'm in the club, so I know what the sound is.
Is he making the music? Because, one of my favorite Drake tracks that I feel like was relevant to the newer times, Jumbotron Shit Poppin'.
That's a Yachty song.
Yachty wrote the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like where he's at mentally, he can't even pen what the new youths are listening to right now. And they want to hear Youngboy and Cardi and Yeet and all these like new niggas.
Okay, but how about when he does a song like Nokia? That's not necessarily this self-reflective, introspective, mature song. And young people still like that song. So, and it doesn't sound inauthentic. It sounds very much like Drake. So
That's the most in his lane, and him not trying to like fit with the times.
He didn't write that either. The video even came up like
They showed the youth on Twitter.
and you guys made me
okay, how
be
about
this-
Rich Baby Daddy? Or
That's
Somebody
it.
Loves Me?
I hate that song.
Rich Baby Daddy, that's a fire song, but it's Sexy Red on the hook and SZA's doing the verse. So like he has help. I'm just saying that Drake can't go in the studio by himself and write something for the youth them right now. Respectfully. And I don't think he needs to be able to do that. Like you did that for 20 years, fam. Like what's going on in your life right now? Like what is it like to be like a mega billionaire and then everyone's going against you and then all your friends went bad on you and then you made some bad decisions sleeping with some women like
I think he's been giving us those.
Yeah, because I feel like he gives us like at least 2 to 3 of those per album. Like usually the outro track, he always gives us like a very introspective song. Somewhere in the album, there's always another introspective song somewhere. So he gives us that.
What's introspective? What's the high school called? Sierra Canyon, the strippers in the parking lot. What's introspective about that?
What?
He has a line, the Sierra Canyon parking lot, that's a high school. It's looking like Magic City. What's introspective about that?
Which song was that in?
That one of his introspective songs. Pick one of his introspective ones and then give us a lyric from that.
Wait, what
You know
song is
I'm
that
saying?
from?
The song of For All the Dogs album.
Like 30 for 30.
Yeah, that's like 10 years ago, bro.
But I'm saying like he does that. It's not like out of his wheelhouse
just
for
feel like-
him to get introspective.
Recently, I feel like he's just been too fixated on trying to stay relevant. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to make it weird, like, oh, Drake is kids, blah, blah, blah. I just feel like he thinks he's not going to be successful if he like pivots or if he focuses on a different demographic. But like, yo, try a thing, dog, like who knows, bro? When Jay-Z dropped 444, I don't rock with Jay-Z albums, bro, respectfully.
Yeah.
The old heads don't kill me. But I love that album, dog.
Great
good album.
Because
Yeah.
where he was at that time, I felt like he was just given so much game. And as like an aspiring creator, or like even just like as a black man that's trying to make it, I felt like that's kind of like what I needed.
Yeah, but you know why Jay-Z went into that lane? He tried to stay young and try to make these hits with DJ Khaled, and no one cared about Jay-Z's like trying to stay hot music. So he's like, okay, I gotta pivot towards like by painting music. But Drake at his age right now is still able to produce hits that can ring off at a club. What was that one song with friggin' I took the top out the Maybach? Remember Future and Jay-Z?
Oh, I hated that song.
And like, but that's not Jay-Z trying to be mature and in respect. He was trying to be hot and in the club, and no one cared. Exactly. So that's why Jay-Z's holding him to that standard, because people didn't want to hear Jay-Z in the club past a certain age. People still want to hear Drake at a certain age.
Maybe it's not a diss, more it's like a warning. Like, don't do what I tried to do, because when I did that back in the days, people hated it, and I looked kind of crazy.
But Drake is doing that, and it's working still. Like,
Is it?
Yeah, you don't hear new Drake songs like still ring off in the club.
The newest is
Like within the last year. Like, how old is Drake? Mid-40s?
He's gonna be Drake is 39, going on 40 this year in
Okay,
October.
what's the
So he
newest?
has so much time.
What's the newest solo Drake track you hear in the club?
Nokia.
What did I miss?
That's not so.
What did I miss?
You don't hear that in the club, bro.
Well, maybe it's because we're in the city. But yeah, I hear What Did I Miss?
I'm not okay. All the clubs I go to, I have not heard that track once, bro.
I've heard it outside. Maybe closer to when it just came out.
Stop going to Fusion and them fucking.
What about No Face? They're not playing No Face.
They're not playing No Face.
But you could.
The only thing they play is Somebody Loves Me, bro.
Somebody Loves Me, which is like a track with Party.
And Nokia.
And Nokia is a solo.
Even though he didn't write it, you're saying, but like, it's still his track.
Yeah, it's one of his solo songs that is a new Drake that people are fucking with.
And maybe that's Drake kind of acknowledging what Jay-Z's saying subconsciously, where it's like, okay, I can't really relate to the youth in that sense, so let me outsource a certain aspect and then bring what I bring. And now I'm able to kind of connect with the youth through a conduit in Lil Yachty or whoever.
And this is another thing. The two songs that Drake dropped that hit, he's not rapping on them.
And you know what?
You know?
To add to your point, okay, DJ Natural, right? And Mandem, just chill, right? The songs that he has with Yeet, the first one went off. The second one is just doing all right. And to be honest, I don't even know the first one like that, fam. It didn't really like penetrate pause, like as far as like the whole pop atmosphere. You know, people aren't running the Drake Yeet song on a regular basis.
They just want to hear the I do whatever I want, get the money for fun.
Yeah.
Just that one part. That was the viral part.
Yeah. So like, even though like Yeet is the guy who has all the youth's attention right now, linking with him doesn't necessarily guarantee you a hit at Drake's point of his career right now.
Yo, because imagine a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid. Like, imagine what they see when they see Drake. You know what I mean? With the bags under his eyes and the beard and shit, talking about Aiden Ross, what are we going to get up to on stream tonight?
No,
You know
but,
what I mean?
no, but here's what I will say. When I was 13,
Respectfully.
when we were 13, someone like 50 Cent was well into his 30s already.
That's different, though.
But why?
Because I looked at Jay-Z on some like, get out of here, old man. I'm rocking with Ye.
No, but how about 50?
But 50 was new and hot. 50 just came out.
50 was not new and hot when we were 13, bro.
Well,
Like,
okay,
he
so
was
what
already-
age? At what age were you guys 13?
What year?
Yeah, what year?
2008.
2008. So 50 was like
He was in the game
6 years into the game. being
Yeah,
famous.
so that's 2002, 2008. And how old was 50 in 2008?
Drake is
Probably
like-
like mid-30s, early 30s.
in his mid 30s by that point. Like
And he was
35.
still a guy. Like, we didn't look
Yeah.
at him like, yo, you're washed. Like, start rapping about friggin' buying paintings.
Nah, but okay, them times he dropped AO Technology.
I was just thinking that.
And we're looking at him sideways. We're like, all right, it might be time to pack it
But
up.
then he dropped I'm the man.
The pool, I picked the pool, and I kicked the pool.
He dropped I'm the man. Bitch, I'm the man. You know I'm the man.
And Piggy Bank came out, and all those. He still had hits. And
He was on his way out.
He
He
had
was on his
hits.
way out.
He was definitely on his way out, though.
He was.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to diss him. I'm just
No,
saying,
no.
like, yo, just read the board.
But hold on. Let's go back to 50 for a second. He was on his way out back then, but when you guys were seeing him back in 2008, right? When you guys were 13, when he was on his way out, was it because of the music, or were you guys were like, yo, get this old head ass shit out of here?
I think it was just that there were newer acts that we were more fixated on.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, like your time, like you're a legend, but like it's not your time right now.
But it wasn't out of age.
It wasn't out of age,
Yeah.
but Drake, there hasn't been that artist that has kind of replaced Drake in that same sense where when we were young, 50 Cent got kind of replaced and overshadowed by
Yeah.
new artists. Like, so because no one has kind of like taken that spot from Drake, I feel like they probably still look at him as the number one guy because maybe Playboy Cardi instead. I don't think they look at Yeet on the same level as
No.
Drake. Like,
It would have to be like a Cardi or like a Young Boy.
and then
one
like,
of
how
those.
about Kanye, bro? Kanye is still able to put out hits after.
But Kanye is like, okay, I don't want to say he doesn't try to make young music because there are times where he does try to get into that bag.
He does.
But he like overtly outsources. You know what I mean? Where like he'll only do the chorus and then he'll have every other man do the verse, and we're like, it's so clear that Kanye did not write this. Maybe Kanye tweaked the beat a little bit, you know?
Yeah, but you remember DJing proms where like Carnival was like the new song and all the kids love that song. And it's like
That
for
is
those
true.
kids, Kanye is like super unk.
Yeah.
So I don't think it has to do with age once again. Like I really think it has to do with the feeling or like what they represent. I don't think Drake, when you look at Drake, you see like an old man. When you looked at Jay-Z, like we already seen an old man from time, bro. Like,
And Jay, he started kind of old. Like by the time he was like, by the Hard Knock Lifetimes, he was already in his late 20s going into 30 years old.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him, Eminem, also Eminem, his first like the Slim Shady album, he was like 28 at that point.
Bro, when we were in high school and Eminem was dropping Not Afraid and like that new iteration of Eminem, like people were rocking with it, even though Eminem was like super old by then.
He was already 40 at that point.
But remember, when he started doing Not Afraid and Love the Way You Lie, he was focusing on a new demographic. He was focusing on like the middle America, like, yeah, I'm driving on my way to work and I need some inspiration to get through.
Love the way you lie.
You know what I mean? I can't tell you what it really is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he was
so-
kind of leaning older.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know, so I
yeah.
feel like every artist at a certain point, you have to be like, all right, like,
Yeah, and not to interrupt you, like he was getting into his Relapse album and all
Yeah.
that, where like it was like mainly introspective. So like that's not for kids or like for like young adults type shit.
But
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think you should let the audience determine when your time is up. I don't think you should just let your age make that.
but I feel like the audience is telling him, like, because like I keep saying, when was the last time Drake rapping was popping off in the club?
I'm telling you, what
Okay.
did I miss?
Okay.
Central C, which one?
Drake wasn't
Nah,
rapping.
don't do that.
Drake's not rapping. He's not rapping on
hands
that.
on a DJ boot.
No, that's rapping-ish, but that song
What is he
didn't
singing?
hit Czar. Don't do that, bro.
I'm not saying it's like the number one song, but like, there's clubs all around the world, bro. Right now, there is a club right now that is playing that song, bro.
Okay.
We can't be small-minded and just think Canada and America. You don't think that song's ringing off in Italy, Europe, Turkey,
Could
Asia,
be.
Africa?
Could be.
I'm not saying it's not playing anywhere, but we know what a Drake hit sounds like when it's ringing off, bro.
Hotline Bling.
You know what I mean? Like,
God's Plan.
those songs aren't doing that, bro.
Okay, but he's not that young anymore. It's kind of like we can't expect LeBron James to do the same dunks that he was doing when he was 23, but that doesn't mean he's still not balling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're just
for sure.
holding him to the standard that he set because he set the bar so high for himself that we're like, oh, because he's not meeting that, he's falling off. But
He's-
like,
yeah, we're
realistically, he's still very relevant.
We're holding him to his own standard.
But you don't think it's better to like leave on your own terms rather than like overstaying your welcome?
I 100% agree with that. Whether it's music or especially sports, especially combat sports, you want to retire before getting knocked out 30 times and then being like, okay, it's my time, you know? And I
Yeah.
think he was sort of trying to do that before the whole beef. And now he kind of has to readjust. Now, Iceman is probably going to be like his last push, maybe. Who knows? He might do more after Iceman.
Yeah, so let's get to this because we still have another Drake topic, okay?
Damn.
So I don't.
We love Drake Hop.
Right? We love Drake Hop because I was playing the music in the beginning from Views, and Views is now on this day when we're filming this, not to or the day before people are actually watching this is the 10-year anniversary of Views. Wow. Right? So April 29th. I didn't even realize it was April 29th.
2016, wow.
Yeah, so 2016, April 29th is when Views dropped. That was like a super classic album. The songs that I played were all like bangers, if not hits.
Maybe not the first one, but the other two for sure.
Yeah, and there was songs that, well, you know, I don't usually play the hits, right?
No,
But like, Still Here was running the place for a minute.
At the time, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a question, like, because, you know, we always hear about Arrested Development or when you reach a certain point and you make your money, that's like the level of maturity that you stop growing at, right? So how old was he? Was 25 sitting on 25 mil. So he was probably like early 20s
Well,
when he
he's
made
39 now, so he was 29 then.
That's during Views.
Yes.
But he was already
No.
popping before Views.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And in the model, he says that, right?
Yeah,
25
I'm sitting on 25 mil.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's say he made that money when he was like early 20s, right? You don't think that like a part of him still behaves the same way he was when he was in his early 20s? Like, it's not like he's not just like kicked up in his crib in a library, like doing old man ish. Like, he probably very much still has gal. He probably very much parties. He probably very much still balls up and drinks and whatever. So it's like, I think that once again, it's not how old you are, but how old you feel and how old you act. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think because one person's 40 and another person's 40 can look completely different.
I just feel like that's a slippery slope, because what if a man gets arrested development at 17?
It happens a lot, and then they start to wild out.
Okay, so then
to go to jail.
Look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
I was about to say, so then now we could go fraternize with the youth then because he's 17 in his mind.
Well, I think that's the problem with why a lot of people who become famous when they're young end up in crazy situations, because like they didn't have that time to fully develop because they got thrown into success too quick. And once you're solidified in that, now you have to like navigate that as like whatever, a 12-year-old, 14-year-old, 17-year-old. So it's unfortunate. And I don't think it excuses behaviors, because then everyone could just be like, I have arrested development at 19, like my bad, like, you know, but it is still real. Like, we can't say that it's not real.
No, real talk.
I don't know.
No,
Do you think
I see what
so?
you mean. I see what you mean.
But okay, getting back to this Views album, right? Since 2016, do you guys think that Drake has had a Views level album?
Since 2016?
Because that's when Views came out. 10 years ago today when we're filming this.
Is Hotline Bling on Views?
Hotline Bling is the bonus track on Views.
Nothing's topping Views still, pause.
Well,
Nothing he dropped since is topping Views.
Yeah, because maybe stuff before, like to me, like the Nothing Was the Same album is probably better than Views to me. You know what I'm saying? But past Views...
Because Views had one dance.
They had one dance.
I think his most streamed song on Spotify or something like that.
Controller
is on there. Too Good with Rihanna.
Yeah.
That's
Kiwi, could you name in chronological order the albums after Views?
Okay, so let's do that.
Because I definitely know, like, For All the Dogs, definitely not. Like,
I can tell you one right off the top before even going to that list. I would say Scorpion would be some of his best work post Views.
But nah.
And I hear you saying that and other people, but to me, I feel like Scorpion was a good album if you take off like maybe 5-6 songs.
Yeah, like
not better than Views though.
Not better than Views though. Not better than Views. You're right about that.
Views had such an impact too, and like it was the fact that, you know, him on the CN Tower at the time of his career, like where pop culture was, the amount of bangers he had, like it was an iconic moment. I don't think you'll ever be able to recreate that. Like everyone has their peak, bro. Like whether you're an athlete or an artist, like everyone has their magnum opus where it's like, this is the career defining album. And like, obviously people are going to try to chase that and replicate it.
Hold on. Not to interrupt you. You're saying Drake uses his peak?
Yeah.
Is it? It might be, you know.
Because how much?
That's a definitive statement right there.
How much did it do first week?
Did
he do it?
Hold on, I'm doing too many searches at once.
Is that even his best album?
I think Views did like 1 million. I think that was the last time he did 1 million first week.
Yeah, that was a very highly. I'll check that in a minute, but I'm gonna pull up the list of his albums just now.
And none of his albums topped those numbers.
So
following Views.
So naturally, right? Like
you want to pull up this on the screen while these guys are talking there, Jake. Who want to take Jake? So let's see. Here's a list of all his albums. Let's go to straight albums. No, it's not letting me go across. You gotta go to show all. It sucks with this because you gotta go down all the way.
Okay, I see,
right?
I see.
So the last one that we got was the Party Next Door one.
Mm-hmm.
Then For All the Dogs, I think we could all agree at the table this is not his best work.
No.
There was moments, but not his best work.
Of course, because
because he even made it deluxe after that because people were complaining, right? No, literally, that's what happened. People
Her
complain.
loss, nah.
Nah, her loss is fire, dog.
Her loss is a
I'll
banger.
stand by that. Her
Yeah,
loss is fire.
But it's not a solo Drake
But we're
album.
comparing it to like views and
Okay,
stuff.
yeah. Not compared to views.
It was a good album.
Her
Yeah.
loss was mud. Honestly,
Honestly,
never
never
mind. I
mind.
liked that. I liked it. Obviously, doesn't compare to views.
It aged better, but like this is not a rap album. This is
Exactly.
experimental. You know what I'm saying?
I still rate that he did it though.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
CLB.
Sir, down to squash that. We don't care about no CLB.
Listen, with all due respect, CLB was cool, but it was underwhelming compared to the anticipation that it had in between albums. Because he didn't have an album for a while in between there.
Was this right after Scorpion? No, there's one before.
Dark Lane Demos. Brother.
This was calm. This was calm. This was good.
Okay.
This was good.
Bring this back up for a second. And I feel like me and Jake, we're having deja vu because we had this conversation the other day. Do you guys even remember that album existing?
I do. I used to drive around to that album, bro.
Really?
Honestly, like I remember feeling like it was like a borderline leak. Like I was like, I don't know if this is like a legit Drake project or not. But all I remember was that Chicago song.
Banger.
And especially because he sampled the Eminem Superman chorus. So like I was like,
Yeah,
I still
yeah,
listen
yeah.
to that song.
But there's bangers. The Cardi track on there is fire. The track that he has with Thug and Future on there is fire. The track Deep
I don't even
Pockets.
remember
It's
that
so
one.
sexy.
Where's-
I'm too sexy.
Mm-mm.
No,
not
that's
that.
on For All the Dogs.
Oh.
No, that's on CLB.
Yeah.
Mm.
But the thing is, the reason why I really like that project is because, okay, don't quote me for this, but I don't think Drake makes the best albums cohesively. But I think he makes amazing playlists where like he has like bangers and good tracks or whatever. So like More Life, I really like that as well because it's presented as a playlist.
Yeah.
So my expectations are different. You know what I mean? I'm going just, so and then Dark Lane demo tape. So it's presented as a playlist. So my expectations were different.
Yeah.
So what are your expectations for a playlist versus an album?
Good question.
An album, I like them to be cohesive. I like there to be a narrative. I like it to be like not a whole story.
Like a theme.
Exactly. I like it to be like tightly packed. You know what I mean? Like
Pause.
yeah, exactly. But presented, just presented well, I feel like a lot of Drake albums are just like all over the place.
Okay, so there's no like continuity between all the songs, but they're just like
Exactly.
banger after banger kind of vibe.
Okay,
True.
so let's do a 1 to 10 on views. What do you guys give views on a 1 to 10?
Shoot, at least a 9.
That's a 9 for you for DJs. What about DJ Natural Wave?
As an album,
Yeah. No, like as a
As a
Drake
project.
album. As a Drake from Drake's. Let's rate this on Drake albums. So maybe you want to give another rating? Based on Drake albums.
I would still give it like a 9, like because that album is a special place for me because like I was in Turkey when the album came out, and I just remember like listening to it late night driving and just feeling so connected to Toronto, even though I was in like the middle of nowhere in Turkey.
Yeah.
And I just remember feeling like so proud and being like, man, like it really has such a Toronto feel, made me feel nostalgic and home. And it was like banger after bangers. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A
I
lot
came
of
back to the
bangers.
city and like all I'm hearing is views, you know?
Yeah. What about you, Natural? On a scale of 1 to 10 on Drake albums.
okay, compared to Drake's other albums, I would give it a 9 as well.
Okay.
But compared to just albums in general, I would give it like a 7.5.
Okay. I'm gonna also lean between the 8.5 and 9 for Drake albums. At first, when I first heard it, I was giving it a 7.
Wow.
Yeah, because I didn't like all of the hits.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like Still Here, I didn't like that song. I didn't like the one there, the Channing Tatum. I still hate that line, right?
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get
No,
over
the
that line.
B-sides, I don't really like the
Right.
B-sides on that album.
But in hindsight, it aged really well. And all of those hits that came off of that, it really set a moment in Drake's career and time that I didn't realize at the time when I was living it. And for me, I got a super come up. I was doing reactions to a lot of those songs on that album on the old YouTube channel. Mind you, I got a lot of copyright strikes, but I did like 1 million views on some of those. So like,
Really?
yes. So that album was a come up for the city, myself included as a content creator. But I will say, as going through this list, with the exception of Scorpion, I think Scorpion was shortly after More Life, which you just mentioned, Natural, which was right after Views. So he was still on a run after Views. And I'm not talking about a run of being popular. He's still the guy. I'm saying of music that we were like, that stuck with us. You feel me? More Life, I agree. Banger freaking playlist, album, whatever you want to call it. And to me, Scorpion was like the last of when he had some like fire in his chest. He was responding to Pusha T. Like there was a lot going on. There was anticipation.
But Views was the peak, Kalai.
Views was the peak, but there was still some fire left in the tank. For me personally, up to Scorpion. Post that, he didn't give the oomph with the music, bro.
It's a hot take. So post
Is it a hot
Scorpion,
take?
post
It's not a hot
Scorpion,
take.
post Scorpion, he hasn't had one song.
No, he's had
albums.
songs, albums.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He always Drake always keep up a hit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I hated Tootsie Slide, but it's still rad.
I love that track.
Somebody likes it, right? Somebody at our table likes it right here. You know what I'm saying?
An unlikely fellow.
Yes. So he keeps one. You know what I'm saying? But the albums, like how we talk about Views, we haven't talked about a Drake album, how we talk about Views, or even Scorpion or More Life since those albums, bro.
The last Drake solo album I can listen to like from top to bottom is Nothing Was the Same.
Damn, you're going back.
That's 2013, my guy.
Yeah. Like listen from top to bottom, but like without skipping songs and like respectfully.
So, and I don't think that any of us at the table, with the exception of maybe Natural sometimes, are like Drake haters.
I don't even consider myself a Drake hater.
I don't think so either. I think we all listen to his music. We listen to it honestly, if like as music lovers. And I don't think that even he might even agree that he was putting the same amount of energy into the music, bro.
I wonder if it's a result of like poor album management, or maybe it had to do with his record deal or something. Like maybe they were rushed projects. I don't know. Like
I think he was phoning him in.
He was just like, "Yo, take this."
Yeah,
to get through the contract.
Yeah,
perhaps, but couldn't you make that argument with his good albums too?
No, because the good albums, like even Scorpion, even though it was overloaded with too many songs, the songs that hit like nonstop, super banger, bro.
It still hits.
Still hits to this day. Like people could use it for commercials right now. You know what I'm saying? Emotionless, which wasn't even like a hit off of the album, but was like a amazing use of Mariah Carey and all that. Like it was bangers on that album. Like, and I'm not even going to the hits. I'm just going to like Sandra's Rose and like different songs where it's like you seem like you put some time into this shit, my guy. Where are we getting that now? Are we still seeing that, or is that gone?
I guess Iceman will really determine what type of timing Drake will be on.
Yeah.
And this is a big opportunity for him.
Yes.
What if this could either be like a huge flop or something that revitalizes his status?
It has to be a Views-esque type of moment. You're not going to be able to recreate Views. That's like, lightning in a bottle type shit, right? But like, it has to be that kind of, like, it's already getting that kind of anticipation, but it has to surpass the expectations of the anticipation.
I don't think it's gonna do that.
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure because like the whole world is watching you. You know what I'm saying? And
make it good.
Yeah, and like they're waiting for it to be bad so they could begin a smear campaign or continue the smear campaign or say that he fell off and that he should stop. So it's like, but let me ask you this. If Iceman hits, should Drake keep continuing to just put out albums? Or do you think this should just be his last one? And if it hits, like retire at the top?
Yo, he's a degenerate gambler, respectfully. You know what I mean? So it's gonna hit, well, like to their metrics, it's gonna hit enough. And then he's gonna, oh, I'm back, baby. And then he's gonna friggin' re-up. He's gonna like try to, I don't know. I think he's gonna try to go all in again.
Go put to the craps table again for another album.
We're going for another 10 years, baby.
So
all money on black.
You think he's just gonna take all the Iceman earnings and just put it on roulette or something?
I think he's gonna see a moderate success from the album and be like, oh, they couldn't get me out of here. And I think he's gonna try to attempt another 10-year run. It's gonna end horribly. Because they're gonna be like 60 trying to.
Yeah, but bro, like hip hop is the only genre that wants like their artists to be a certain age and stops respecting them after a certain age. Like,
Get out.
why can't he be like a Van Halen or Rolling Stones?
Talk about it.
Where it's like as they put out new music and it's still booming for their fans.
That boy cooking.
Sometimes your guys' arguments are so narrow. Bro, in the Jay-Z clip, he's talking about clips who are literally 40 plus, but they're discussing about, like their mom and like their life and stuff. And like people were checking for that album, bro.
Yeah.
You even said there are older rappers right now who are thriving. So no, that's not the case. Hip hop just wants you to kind of like just be authentic. And there's nothing authentic about a 60-year-old partying with 20-year-olds.
What if you are partying with 20-year-olds at 60? Now you're lying about being so mature and not partying, and you're trying to make this like not partying music. But like, what if that's what rock stars do, bro? That's the rock star lifestyle. These guys still party. These guys still do drugs. Sex, and rock and roll.
It sounds nasty, bro.
I never said it was the cleanest lifestyle.
Rock and roll all night.
Listen to the Heart Part 6, fam. There's no way you could make Epstein sound sick in a bar, fam.
Oh,
terrible comparison.
Okay, let's get off of these Drake stories, man. This guy's just racking up their infractions.
That's how you disarm them.
Who is the
flagrant violation?
Who is the oldest hip hop artist that produced a hit?
That produced a hit?
That was ringing off.
While they were old. That's a good question.
Because
maybe Jay. That's the first thing.
I was thinking 2 Chainz maybe, because 2 Chainz low key old.
Yeah,
but when you look
he's
at
like
2
low
Chainz,
key old. He's literally low key old.
Yeah, he's low key old. But
yeah.
I'm telling you, his energy is not old. He has like an old soul, but a young spirit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Drake has that young spirit,
and he got on late.
Does features count?
It could.
Yeah,
because
I'm open to it.
Lil Duval just went his song "Smile Bitch" with Snoop Dogg just went platinum. You know what I mean? And like that was a hit for Snoop Dogg, low key. Snoop Dogg was like 50.
You're also in the right direction. Snoop Dogg had hits in his later 40s. Like I think "Drop It Like It's Hot," he was in his 40s already.
Sensual Seduction.
But Snoop Dogg has never been he's not doing the introspective Jay-Z lane where it's like, yo, talk about being like all his raps are still juvenile raps about smoking weed and being a pimp and being a crip and smashing these girls.
But he does do them. They just, those songs never hit.
We don't even hear them.
Yeah. They're like deep song number 19 on the album type shit.
That's not even what he's still trying to make music that like, it's kind of like they probably want to hear music that is like relatable to young people too. Like they don't want to just hear old man music.
Certain mans, like Fat Joe, like he was trying to catch a hit in his 40s. Like I feel like all the way up. It was in his 40s.
That might be.
But I don't think that's for the kids. I think that's just like they're trying to make like an anthem type song. You know what I mean?
It just so happened that kids and everyone liked it.
Exactly. Yeah, even Snoop Dogg, like his songs, I don't think it's tailored to kids. I think it's just like, oh, we're gonna have fun. Like this is like music to like vibe to type shit.
That's how you get the kids. You keep it so universal that like, hey, the kids can get into it too. It's just a song about having fun or loving a girl, like very universal concepts that, you know, you don't have to be a certain age to be able to relate.
And that's why Nokia worked, you know.
Who's calling my phone? Calling my shit.
Exactly.
Everybody can relate to that.
Exactly.
So it might be all the way up Fat Joe where it's like, what, he was like probably 50 at that time? Like
maybe not 50, because I think he's like 50 now.
Oh, he just turned 50 now?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's probably in 40s.
Yeah.
And that song was ringing off everywhere. Future's low-key old too.
Kanye with Carnival. Kanye.
Yeah. Even Kanye's recent song.
45, 46 when Carnival dropped. Like Kanye is getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you said earlier, hip-hop is still aging. It's still growing in age. It's still one of the youngest genre, if not the youngest genre out there. That's like a mainstream genre. So give it time. You know what I'm saying? Getting to the younger people, right, and getting back local over here. Actually, we were local. It was Drake, right? Casper TNG and 100 Band Plan, they've finally dropped a snippet to the remix of The Market.
Song, bro.
I want to give a quick minute to give a shout out to Exotic Hot Pots, Canada's loudest brand. From high-grade strains to authentic grabber and all the rolling essentials, Exotic Hot Pots is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. If you want delivery, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop crew sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
Yeah, but at least now we got to hear a little bit more of the A Boogie part rather than just hearing it in the club.
Is 100 Band Plan on the remix, or is it
100
just
Band Plan is also on the remix.
okay?
Yeah. Big salute to 100 Band
He just
Plan.
got the Drake follow.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, salute to him, man.
Big up.
Air horns.
And I also saw him comment on Natural's video of your braid up.
That was so random.
Yeah. I'm like, do you know 100 Band Plan?
I was like, no, I don't.
You're just in the ends.
He knows us. You know what I'm saying? One thing, Jake, if you could pull this up on the screen over here. This is just a snippet from the video.
In the darkness.
We love hip hop.
That sounds way better than the freaking club version I heard.
Yeah, you guys were hating. I showed you guys A Boogie was the perfect feature.
I thought he was the perfect feature too.
Hold on. Was we hating or was you hating in that segment?
No, I was not hating. Go rewind it, bro.
Who was
Rewind
here
it.
with us?
Rewind it,
Was it
bro.
Dust? Was Dusty here that day?
I don't remember.
But I remember thinking like, oh, the Caribbean drums, A Boogie. Like I was for A Boogie.
All right,
was
now
for A Boogie
everyone
too.
loved it. Now everyone loved it.
No, because I remember saying like we can't really hear it too properly in the club. So like
Yeah, I
can't
remember
really-
you saying that you
Yeah.
didn't like it, but you couldn't really hear it, so you're gonna wait for it
No,
to
I never
drop.
said I didn't like it. I just said we couldn't hear it properly in the club to whoever was saying they didn't like it.
I think that's what the headline on Reddit was.
Yes.
Okay.
Could be.
And
Good save.
no, I was gonna say that I think they made Casper re-record the vocals on the hook
Why?
because I don't think that's the same version that is the original version, his recorded version.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Like a lot of remixes, it's actually better to me, the remix when the person comes back in and does like a new verse for like their first verse or whatever. And maybe re-records the hook, does a variation or something like that.
I like new verse,
Yes.
for sure, but new hook, I want the original hook still.
Keep it still as close to the original as possible. But like even if like you got your feature harmonizing in it or something like that, like something that differentiates it from the original.
So new ad libs or something.
Yeah, that's my personal preference as like liking remixes as I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, like I could hear that he came in and redid the hook. Like that means you put like more effort in just punching in the freaking feature.
I hate when they redo the whole song for the remix.
Me too.
Tell me why.
low-key.
Like what do you not like about it? Because I've heard a lot of remixes like the Clips grinding remix. There's like 10 remixes of it.
Or even like Touch It. You know what I mean?
Touch it, that
Yeah,
one there.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
like mad remixes of that.
Because like we fell in love with the original for this. And then now because like you guys changed the beat, you guys changed the bars. It's a whole new song now. Like
Okay, so you're talking about the remixes where they change the beat.
or even like if they change the whole hook, they change like if they make too many changes, then I just feel like it's a new song now.
Okay. What are about your views on remixes that where they just add like different people? So like the grinding remix, they had like the one that had Buju, no, I think it was Beanie Man, Nori, Cardinal, and then they had another one that had a whole bunch of their own guys on it. Like, is that? But it was the same. Like,
I prefer that. I prefer it, but like definitely have your ad libs and stuff. And we've been thinking about like PIMP when they had the Snoop Dogg remix. Or like
yeah.
Black and Yellow, they had like the G mix or whatever.
They had
like,
a lot of remixes of Black and Yellow.
yeah, you know, but they always kept the same Wiz Khalifa hook because that's what that's what everyone recognized, you know?
exactly.
So I don't know. Did you recognize that Casper's hook was like slightly different than the original? Or do you feel like it's the exact same? Because I think he re-recorded it.
It just sounded like crisper.
like cleaner, right?
Yeah.
And like, but I felt like they're like, okay, re-record it, maybe say it like this or whatever. But I
Keep
feel
in
like,
mind also, when he recorded it originally, he wasn't signed. Now
Exactly.
he's signed. They're maybe re-recording in a new studio.
maybe or maybe it's like a intellectual property thing where it's like, okay, we need a new recording of this that we are able to profit off because that
Yes.
song was all you.
That's also a possibility too.
I think that's probably actually
Right?
what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
But as far as like even with those remixes that I asked you guys about, I wasn't a fan of those. Like when you have too many, like the reggaeton remix, and now there's like 5 reggaeton guys on it. Like, okay, enough. Like that's when like the song is beat to death. What Casper's doing right now, if he has the one market remix, cool.
Yeah.
End it there and run up the original and the A Boogie remix. If I see Universal have the the dance hall remix, and it has 4 new dance hall guys, and then the disco remix, and then all this like the house remix is like, okay, enough.
You know what I think could be useful for hip hop is kind of adapting the more rhythm approach. Because I feel like remixes are cool and stuff.
Yes.
But having it as a rhythm, I feel like one, it helps the original song more, and two, it there's more creativity allowed. You're allowed to like do a totally different song, but on the same beat, and everyone's gonna know that as okay, that's the market beat. So it's like still marketing that. But I wonder why like hip hop, like they'll do a remix, but it's usually just hopping on a verse and keeping the hook.
It depends on the beat too, right? Like right now, like you see how the market and how Casper is on it. It's like a what do you call it? A melodic type style shit, right? If it was like a beat where like guys, or if you heard one person at least get their bars off on the song, and then that started becoming a trend where radio stations are running it and they're pulling up for rappers to get their bars off, then it becomes one of those beats that like gets stuck in time.
It's an iconic beat.
Yes.
I feel like there are a few beats where like enough people went on. Like you said, the grinding beat. Like there were people that was doing their own stuff. Even I'm trying to think of more, but there was enough. Like even like Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot. Like any like beat that man's are getting their bars off.
What we do was wrong.
Oh yeah, that one.
What?
Well.
You know how many people went to radio stations? They're like, let me go crazy for 80 bars on that.
I feel like Wayne was just turning everybody's beat into a rhythm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because like even as a DJ, there would be times where like you'd play the original track and then you'd mix it into the Wayne freestyle.
Exactly. And Wayne's song had like nothing to do with the original.
Exactly.
Like it was a completely different hook, completely different everything.
So is that a good or bad thing for the lifespan of that song?
I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing as well.
If the other person takes it and runs with it and turns it into their own hit?
Yeah, because everyone knows the original.
So do they?
Okay, because like the Mike Jones song, Mr. Jones, that song was I didn't love it, but when Wayne hopped on it, it gave me like a new appreciation of that song, you know?
Exactly.
Okay, so you went, it made you go back to the Mike Jones song?
Exactly.
Okay. I feel like you're a rare case because you're a DJ and like a music guy. I feel like the average fan, like sometimes they don't even know. Like if somebody takes over your beat, like really does a body bag on your beat, what do you call it, the casual, they don't even know sometimes that it was like an original beat, and they don't even care to go look.
I guess, and maybe that's not good for like the fan aspect, but like for the original producer and the original composer of the song, you're still gonna get credit.
Yeah.
So it's like you're still gonna make your money off it, and like your song is still kind of ringing off in a way.
That's why certain artists will try to block certain mans from trying to jump and go do their own version of the song too.
Like when Kanye did the track Saint Pablo, I think that's what it is. I didn't realize that was originally I guess a Diddy instrumental.
Something from the Last Road to Paris or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then Diddy got that beat from like another old school. So, well, I don't know. I think it's dope because like the people that do the research, it gives you a new appreciation of like what came before.
Yeah.
And I just love seeing like the different like ways people will approach a rhythm. Like it just shows how different everyone's ear is. Like they're hearing the exact same beat and it's just totally different. And then like as a DJ, if you're playing that one song, say you start with the market, now you can run the market rhythm and play like the other versions, you know?
Yes. I think we just need, and we'll move on to our next topic because we got a few topics here. We just need somebody else, maybe in America, to like jump on the market beat also. So people are like, it adds more legs to the market song.
Do you think
You know
A Boogie will trigger a bunch of other artists to hop on it? Because I feel like other New York artists will hop on it for sure.
I don't care about New York artists, man. We just need people from other places that are popping. New York is like one of the least popping places in hip hop right now.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what's
so?
gonna hear it first.
I don't think so.
If like Cardi B does it, then cool. But like, who else is in New York who's gonna
Ice
like
Spice, Kyle Rich, and those guys?
Ice Spice?
There's a few movements happening in New York.
So where should the market rhythm hit in America or outside America? Like, what do you think would be the ideal place where it could go
Miami,
the furthest?
Atlanta.
I don't know about Atlanta. Miami, maybe.
Miami, it needs to hit over there. All the Gamdom need to be listening to that on the
I hear it in
yachts,
New
bro.
York still, just because of the dancehall aspect to it. I hear it ringing off in New York.
How about in the Caribbean?
Yeah, I can see it ringing off in the Caribbean.
That needs to be blazing in Jamaica and friggin' Antigua and all them different places.
If he can get someone like Skilly Bang or something on it, like
If only there was a dancehall DJ that gets millions of views every week that could help promote. Shit, bro.
how would you help him?
Only
Would you just be like,
I'm not-
our friendship depends on what you hear when you hear this rhythm, and it's like
I would have given the sauce out for free. You know what I mean?
BTS,
But-
BTS, BTS,
You know what I
BTS,
mean?
BTS. But salute to Casper TNG. Quick top 5 segment here. He popped out.
the 100 bands.
Yeah,
That's the real 100 band plan right now.
That's how you know we're gonna have an early summer.
If
the groundhog.
If a wild top 5 appears.
He's the Groundhog Day. That's hilarious. Big salute to top 5. I'm gonna play the clip over here first. He popped out before the 100 bands, and that was in Jane and Finch area. He went to Dundas or Sankofa Square. Yeah. All right. So he bumped into Kish.
How you doing, my dog?
What's good, bro? Holy, bro.
Big 5. Shout out my
Oh my
dog,
God,
Fish
bro.
Fry. Toronto, 2020.
What are you doing here, bro?
Just in my city.
Oh my God,
Just
bro.
in my city.
There's no way.
All right. So they did the one pop out, and then in the same day, all right, I'll go to my own page here.
Do you want to say day or do you want to say like in
By
the
the
night?
evening time.
Same day though.
What am I doing at your game mall with a honey bun? I got some serious problems. CAMH problems. What am I?
The honey bun. I didn't know that slang right there. I'm just catching that one there.
I don't, because same day implies that like the sun is still out. You know what I mean? Like
No, it's just
that's definitely past 12 a.m. The mall's locked and everything.
if it's past 12 a.m., then it's the next day. But as long as it's the same actual day, it could be 6 a.m. or it could be 11:59 p.m. It's still Monday. You know those ones?
Okay, it might be 11:59 still, but it's by the looks of it, it looks like that mall was closed for a while. The parking lot's empty.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how he should do it. I don't want him to put himself in harm's way.
Yo,
you know?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm a square, but like the idea of holding 100 bands in public is like you need security, like,
It's just him and his
or you need a
cameraman.
gun.
He said it's just him and his cameraman, and then what did they say in the YG clip? I think he kind of recreated that in one of his captions. It's just me and my cameraman on the dollies or
With
some shit.
100 bands,
With a honey bun.
honey bun, which is a great term for 100 bands.
But how long was that clip?
That clip was like 15 seconds.
Maybe it was the
tops.
same
That
thing.
was 5 seconds.
Remember
bro.
when 6ix9ine went to O Block?
That
I
literally.
know you guys were going right there, man.
Yo, we out
Respectfully.
here.
Respectfully, but like we don't see what's behind the camera. Behind the camera, there's a huge sprinter or something. They hop out real quick. They slide the door open. You know what I mean? Take the video,
Yeah.
jump right back in.
100%.
But and I'm not saying that anything's bad with it, but like
Okay, but the point is, he's trying to ramp up to give us some kind of rollout to something, or is
he's
it
dropping music again.
you guys,
Nah.
you've heard this one before.
Alive.
Bro, we've even heard the music. It's not coming out, bro. We want it to come
Yeah,
out.
we did hear the music,
Bro, he has music ready to release. I honestly think like, and 5 is smart because like he could take a little hiatus and he knows, okay, if I pop up with 100 bands, like I'm right back where I left.
You
Like,
can't drop no music right now.
Why not? Give us some more answers, bro. No, for real, fam. Because like I'm wondering what the next move is, and I talk to him behind the scenes. I keep on telling him drop, fam. But like,
Iceman's about to drop.
yes,
And then I'm not sure if you guys have been seeing like the theory of the track list so far, but there's been a few titles that have been in the booklet, and they're saying National Treasure is one of the tracks.
I did see that,
And that's the song with Pressa, like.
yeah.
Don't drop no music right now, though.
Shit.
Respectfully, don't drop no music right now, fam. You're not competing with that, brother.
You think that National Treasures, and please, we're not going back to a Drake segment, but if National Treasure is going to be on Iceman, Bomba Club,
Then yeah, that's how hard us right now.
I would be cheap.
Top 5. I had to go back
him.
to the little, you know, the where do groundhogs stay in?
No, but still, he can still drop. It doesn't matter. You can drop after
Nah.
Iceman drops.
You gotta I feel like if you're 5, you gotta drop when like you will be the center of attention.
Exactly.
He's not gonna be the center of attention if one of his main ops is on Drake's
If
album.
he gets on Drake's album,
And you're supposed to be Drake's shooter, apparently. And your op is about to do a world tour on with one of the #1 songs.
But I have a question. Like, if okay,
That's a dilemma right
let's
there.
assume National Treasure is on Iceman, right?
Okay.
Do you think it'll be similar to what happened with Smiley in terms of the increased visibility, or do you think this could catapult Pressa to another level?
I don't know, man. Respectfully, I don't think it's going to go super crazy where it catapults him to another level because we've already got to hear the whole song. It's pretty much leaked and nothing has changed.
But it kind of stamps you from like a portfolio sense where you can add that to your resume, like featured on Iceman.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
And that's going to up your price. You can probably
Yes.
charge more for features for shows.
And hopefully, if it is going on Iceman, like they'll push the song even more now that
Exactly.
it's like official. It's not going to get freaking copyright striked because it's not out yet. It'll get copyright strike because it's actually out.
And credits and royalties and stuff that you can make on
Yes.
as well.
You guys can play it in the club legally and then playlist it and all that type of shit.
But didn't we discuss this before where Drake never ends up releasing songs that were leaked?
Yes. So we're also in very heavy speculation land, right? Getting back to the whole top 5 thing, because like we're speculating. That could not happen.
That's true.
Does that mean not drop, bro? You've been sitting on music that we heard. He goes viral very easily still. So you still have the people's attention. What's the next move? Is it music or do you just go back to streaming?
Isn't Kishka Top 5's cousin?
I don't know. I think that's like a Reddit rumor.
Okay. I've been seeing that around.
They're just both Somali, bro.
But I feel like
you racist now, but
that could be a dope link up. You know, they could definitely help each other. Because I feel
Yes.
like Top 5 needs someone to hold him accountable. And Kishka would be someone that like he has a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
so he'll be
yeah.
able to like kind of get Top 5 outside of the box where like because I feel like that's where Top 5 struggles, where like he doesn't really know what he could do on stream.
Doesn't
That-
say consistent.
Yeah, because as a street nigga, like what kind of ideas are you gonna have that's like not street related, you know?
Can I be honest? And I think this is also part of Top 5's like superpower. I think bro might have undiagnosed ADHD or something, and that's why he's like he'll release stuff in spurts, and it'll be like whoa, like, and it'll be at such a high level, and then it'll be like, well, what are you doing now? And then maybe it's like he doesn't know what to do, like because when you have ADHD, it's like you might be paralyzed by the idea of like you can't actually do anything, but when you do something and you lock in, then you do it at a high
You go
level.
crazy, yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe Kishka could kind of hold him accountable. Maybe bro can get on some Vivans or something.
And
I
quick
don't know.
disclaimer that I don't want to speak for you, but that's not a diss. A lot of people are diagnosed or not diagnosed with ADHD, and that is a thing.
Yeah.
Like you get super locked in, and you're locked in for like a month on these things, and then like after you just kind of fall off of being locked in, and then you're like
You don't know what to do.
you don't know what to do until like you're locked in again to something else.
Yeah, and oftentimes with people with ADHD, like they need pressure to get things done. So that's why it's like procrastination until like, okay, the deadline's tomorrow. Then they lock in crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So I think I'm not like a psychiatrist, I could just be I'm speculating,
You're
he might,
psychoanalyzing the
you know what I'm
5 right
saying?
now.
But a lot of successful people kind of, I don't want
Dr.
to say,
Fantastic over here.
yeah, Dr. Fantastic for real. But a lot of successful people kind of deal with that, and the only key to kind of defeating it without just like taking pills every day, which you could do, but that has its own side effects, is like you got to do like one, like you got to eat healthy, you got to exercise a lot, but you also got to like organize your life in a way, you know what I'm saying?
Or have some management that's very good at their job. Like it's respected that you can trust, just let them do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make me show up to this shit.
And you also need to have an activity that is challenging enough that gives you variability every day,
Yeah.
but not too easy where it's boring.
Yeah, because at one point in time, Top 5, I feel like he was in a sweet spot with him linking up with all the streamers, like doing the IRL streams and stuff like that. Like his popularity was like at a good point, and he was linking up with really popular people.
But you know what happened? Bro, he went to the top of the mountain. He did a stream with Kanye. like it doesn't get better than that. So like from an
Yeah.
ADHD perspective, it's like, bro, I already conquered that. Like easy.
Not even a stream like in America somewhere or somewhere in Canada. Like the man went to Spain.
And he got a swastika chain. Like, bro, like he peaked. Like he maxed out that world. He's kind of like probably not even inspired to do it because it's like, bro, I already seen like the depths and the top of the mountain, you know?
That's actually a good point because like look what happened to Kai. You know what I mean? Kai kind of like did everything he possibly could do in that goddamn room.
Yeah.
Met everybody he could, and then like he's like, I don't know what to do anymore. And Top 5 kind of like sped run a streaming career where like he started from zero from like a streaming sense and got all the way to linking with one of the greatest artists of our generation or even of all time.
Yeah. Alongside Sneeko, alongside like Neon, Aiden, like I don't know.
Yeah,
Because
Nick
then, like-
Fuentes, all of the main super popular streamers and shit too. Like,
Yeah,
he's
because
like,
what do you do after that?
It's kind of like, and then he knows when he drops music, his music goes crazy. So he needs something that's going to challenge him that will kind of like motivate him to get out of bed every day and work on something that isn't like going to reward him so quickly because like it's kind of like easy come, easy go. It's like, bro, how much effort did he really put to get on that stream with Kanye? Like, I'm not saying he didn't work hard, and I'm not saying but compared to mans who stream 8 hours a day for 5 years, who will not even get close to Kanye.
But like with he didn't put much effort, but the risk that he took, like he was kind of crashing out on Ye, talking about like it could get like, you know, remember him and Ye were beefing at first.
Yeah.
And that's what Ye liked about him.
And then like they got on the phone but like there's countless stories in America where like people will pull up on a CEO and they'll be like, and just because of the way how they talk to him or her or whatever, like you know what, I rock with you.
Yeah, but he didn't pull up on him. He got himself so popular that if he tweeted him or DM'd him, that he would pick up.
I just feel like the game is too easy for him. So it's like, that's why he's not like excited to drop music. Like he's probably like, bro, I have a song. I know that everyone's going to talk about it if I drop it. And then what? Like I've already hit millions of views before. People already know who I am. Like how much more are they going to know who I am?
Cash in. No, fuck doing it for people knowing who you are. And at this point now, go get the money.
You don't think he has a sufficient amount of money where he can wake up every day and not have to work? Like he probably looks at his account or looks at how much money he has and says like, I don't need to do anything today.
You always need to do something, bro.
Fam, but I think you saying it's too easy for him, sometimes that's what makes it difficult, bro.
That is the most difficult part, is that it's too easy. So he's like,
you know what I mean? Where it's just like, sometimes when things just work out, you're kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, even though he did go through turmoil with like many times. But like sometimes when you've won so much, you're kind of afraid to do something else because you don't want to lose.
Yeah.
You don't know how that's going to affect you, how you're going to react, you know?
So what, you stick to what's easy?
Type shit. Or like you just don't do anything because like this could be the time that I lose. This could be the time that I fail, you know?
You get a paralysis in a kind of way.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I almost compare it to like, I always like comparing these situations to Shotti's, but like, you know, when a Shotti's too easy and she's just going and it's too easy and it's not even like rewarding at that point. You didn't have to work for it. So it's like, you get it. And then like, she wants to keep linking with you and you're like, like, yo, you already gave it to, like, I already know what it is. You already gave it to me. Like,
listen, man, if that Shotti's giving me money, like if it's like a money thing, because like in the end of the day,
it's a money thing.
You got to make your money so that you can sustain the lifestyle and whatever. Do whatever is going to be able to be monetized is my opinion.
But he has money, fam, I'm telling you.
I just feel like we're just assuming that he just has enough just to be able to live and just
why
sit
not have
down.
more?
But bro,
right?
we seen his come up.
Yeah.
We knew when he didn't have money, and we seen how he was moving. He was hungry.
Yeah, but we also seen him spend a lot, bro. Seen him buy a lot of freaking jewelry, spend on a lot of people and stuff like that. So whatever we might have assumed that he made, I doubt he's still sitting on that unless he has like amazing investments that he's like literally cashing out on like right now. Remember, he just came home like 2 years ago, fam. Not even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, salute to Top 5, right? Keep doing your thing. Right? We didn't talk about Top 5 on the podcast for a while. For a second, they were like, yo, you guys are We Love Top 5.
I hope he's not cheesed at my fake diagnosis.
Hopefully.
There's some validity to it.
I doubt he will.
Shout out 5, man.
Salute to Top 5, man. I'm gonna skip this Lily Singh story, but I'm gonna give her a big up right here. She's part owner of the Toronto women's basketball team, the Toronto Tempo.
I rate that. I rate that.
Right. So from YouTuber from Scarborough. Okay, she is the chief hype owner.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yo,
or officer. I mean, yeah.
When I saw that topic, you know what the first thing I thought of? Because like, you know how like Toronto shorties be smashing NBA players? Like, I wonder which one of the Mandem are going to be smashing the Tempo.
Oh yeah.
You know, like it's like they're gonna be picking from the Toronto pool of men. So it's like, are they just gonna go for the NBA players? Like, or are they gonna go for like just
Other
local
shotties.
mandems or like doughboys?
Yeah,
or, like,
Loki, I was talking to Dem Dog the other day, and I told him like, I'm probably gonna be going to enough of those games because, me, I like going to basketball games. It's a good date night. One, you're not bringing your shawty to see a bunch of other men.
Bro, that is genius.
You know what I
That
mean?
is genius.
You're there, you're watching other women run up and down, you know what I mean? You're also supporting women, you know what I mean? So it's just good PR all around. The tickets are probably going to be mad cheap, like way cheaper. You could probably take your shorty courtside.
Yeah.
Courtside's like a bill.
You know what I mean? Like it'll probably be like way better of an experience. Like respect to the Raptors. I still want to go to the Raptors game and stuff, but I'm gonna go to a beer Tempo games, fam.
Yeah, I never understood mans that would like take their shorties to like Raptors games and like be surprised that they're like foaming. It's like, bro, like she's looking at multi-millionaires and you're putting her in front of them. They're like taller than you and like, I don't know, bro. It's kind of like not wise.
You're just bringing them over to the competition.
Even if you're courtside, it's actually worse. You know what I'm saying?
Remember when Jay-Z had Beyonce courtside? And then all of a sudden LeBron James is doing fadeaway threes from half court, 360s.
Beyonce's
like,
giggling.
Doing too much.
Doing shit that's never been done in history. It's like, all right, fam.
Yeah,
All right, y'all got
yeah.
it, bro.
Well, listen, salute to Lily Singh once again. Salute to the Tempo.
Threes.
Right? They're playing tonight while we're recording this. Their first preseason game. So
for real,
salute to the
Shout out to
Tempo.
DJ Shannon Hill. She's the DJ for them.
Yo, do you think any of the mandem at this table could pull a Toronto Tempo?
Yeah, I think I could grab
Maybe.
one of those.
Yeah.
I feel like we should issue a challenge.
First about to get a Tempo.
Yeah.
That'll be a you guys challenge. Right there.
Okay. Let's
You
go
know
to
what
one of
I'm
those
saying?
games.
A lie? Should have to start working out more. This guy has a little edge on me.
Getting a little, I don't know, but they'll know you. They'll recognize you. Like, hey,
lie?
you're from TikTok.
Right? And pull up with the Tim boots. Make sure, because you're just be dealing with some tall girls there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are.
I need a point guard still.
I got a couple more topics, and then we'll hit the road here. Adrien Broner.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Okay, I was talking to Zara behind the scenes about Adrien Broner. Do you know who Adrien Broner is, DJ Natural?
Boxer?
Ex-boxer,
Okay,
former
yeah.
boxer, right?
He used to be at the Heights and now like he fell off.
He was a guy at one point. He was a geyser, right?
Okay.
I titled this Adrien Broner's Fall Off Needs to Be Studied because he did a live stream with this guy, what's his name? I keep on forgetting his name, but he's the one who got punched in the face the other day.
Deans?
Yeah, Dean the Dream, right?
Dean the Great?
Dean the Great or whatever,
Oh.
right? So he's been popping up and he's getting popular. But this guy, Adrien Broner, was on his stream. I'm going to play you guys a series of clips. And this is him now, all right? So let's run the clip here.
We're not kissing.
That's crazy.
I'm not doing that. I'll kiss the child.
Watch the Riz.
Kiss the child.
Julian, where's the seasoning?
They don't.
Just like
She kiss for the child.
we're not kissing.
That's crazy.
I'm not doing that. I'll kiss the child.
She gonna be a bitch. I leave though. Nah, I don't play with women. All that playing, I don't play with women. Man. I'm that nigga. I'm really him, bro.
Geyser.
I don't I don't care how beautiful a woman is, none of that, bro. I make my own millions. Don't nobody do a round for me. Don't nobody run a mile for me. None of that. I don't care about a beautiful woman. So if she wanna go, let her go. Nigga, I'm rich already, gang.
Rich.
I'm
Okay.
me.
Okay. I'm gonna play another
Who
clip for
dapped
you.
him up after that?
Cameraman?
Switch the stream for me, quick. I don't know who's dapping him up,
Yo,
bro.
one take jig. You have to speak for all cameramans on that. That's what you got.
I got more clips for you guys. So let me line up a couple more clips, and then I'm gonna run what happened with this weird guy, bro, because this needs to be studied. So let's go to the next clip here.
Modest. Listen. I'm 4-time world champion Adrien Broner. Man.
4-time.
4-time world champion Adrien Broner. I don't like doing this though. 4-time world champion Adrien Broner.
They don't know who he is.
Professional boxer.
We love hip hop.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
No, he ain't lying though. 4-time. Anyways, we gonna vibe.
I'm not gonna hold my hand out no more.
AB,
They know him, the streamer, more than they know Adrien Broner.
Okay.
chill again. Let's go, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Let me play one more.
That's the cringiest thing you could ever do.
No. The cringe
gets
is not there
worse.
yet. Watch this. More cringe. The cringe is you're about to get to the cringe. So now Dean the Great realized boxing legend Adrien Broner is completely broke after he wanted $1,000 to shave his beard. Okay, let's go.
You ain't broke, nigga. Rich in spirit, though. All right. You give me $1,000, I cut my beard.
Cut it all off.
Man, you cut your beard? Yeah.
That's it.
Lie. Chat.
World champion 4
Fuck
times.
band, though, he gonna cut his beard. What we talking about? Give me a band, I'll cut my beard. You know I'm broke, right?
Give me a band.
You ain't broke, nigga. Rich in spirit, though. All right. You give me $1,000, I cut my.
Okay, I got one more for you guys, and I'll play that in a second once I line it up.
That's crazy.
I've been enjoying myself just finding the clips, fam.
But yo, never seeing Google Me is crazy. I don't tell my bedrooms to do this, but they do it just off the strength.
Yeah.
We're like, if we're there with Shotties and shit, like, I never ever tell Shot, oh, I have this amount of followers, da-da-da. But my bedrooms will be like, if there's a Shotty that doesn't recognize me or anything, but, oh, yo, this guy.
You don't know who he is?
You know this guy's a guy, right?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy has this, da-da-da.
You know what they're doing? They're trying to get themselves some pum pum too.
Yo, but nah, like, what it does, it sets me up to look good.
Yes.
Because if I say, oh, yo, do you know who I am, blah, 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 I look like a waste you.
Yes.
But if he does it, I look sick. And then if he gets something too, then, like, it's best because, like, we're
Put
probably...
it in basketball terms, okay? If I could. He gave you the alley-oop. You can go slam, right? But he also gets some points for the assist. He's gonna end up in the highlight reel for the assist too. So
I ain't mad at it.
Kind of, yeah. Because you know what also shows? It shows that he's not a hater.
Exactly.
It shows that like I'm trying to I'm not just trying to steal all the girls from me. Like this is my dog.
Exactly.
You know?
Mind you are not in Adrien Broner's position where you've fallen off. Even to the heights that you've reached now, there's no oh, you got to be telling people yo, you know who I am, or your brethren's yo, you know who this is, and they're like, who gives a fuck? I got one more clip for you guys. Sorry. So watch his face. No more beard.
Oh, he did it.
So here, Adrien Broner asked degenerate cameraman, Dean the Great's cameraman, because his degenerate activities is on my brain, right?
Okay.
Dean the Great's cameraman to cover Uber after claiming he's a millionaire. Look at his face, man.
That's the same guy.
This is Adrien Broner, 4-time world champion.
What? Want me to let him know?
For the listening audience, he's doing some kind of hand movements.
We can get it back. I'll make sure we get it back.
Make sure.
I don't got bread.
Yo, this is painful to watch, to be honest.
It's honestly like watching someone on hard drugs. I feel like I'm watching like a fentanyl head or something.
Yeah. No, I think he is on some kind of drugs, but we gotta remember to be 4-time world
I don't feel bad for this guy, bro.
Yeah, because he did make his own bed, but imagine how much money he did have at one point.
Exactly.
Yeah, but bro, it's deeper than that because obviously He had a lot of money at one point.
Tens of millions.
But he's breaking off people. He's paying taxes, right? And
Mhm.
think about the lifestyle he lived. This guy would get punched in the head repeatedly. Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to get CTE. That's going to affect your impulsivity. It's going to affect your behavior. You're probably going to lean towards different dopamine seeking activities like drugs, like sex, like alcohol. So I think it's the lifestyle that he lived where it's like all that money in the world's not going to like, you only have one brain, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if
Yeah.
your brain is not there because you kept getting punched in the head and then you're also probably from the hood. So your money management might not be the crazy, you know, you're not probably on like the Jewish level of money management.
Yeah.
And then
definitely not.
probably have bear vultures around you trying to take your money and then
Yeah.
shotties on you because you're the 4-time champion and you're young and you just feel like this is going to last forever.
You're giving him bare excuses, fam. He's a grown man at the end of the day. He had the opportunity to change his family's life, his kids' life. He had the
Yep.
opportunity to make generational wealth. And because of lifestyle, he squandered it. I don't feel bad for this nigga.
And not before you go, he's been crashing out for a while. We're just now seeing like the tail end of him being like hitting rock bottom.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on Cam's show and all this next stuff.
No, I'm not talking about recently. I'm
Even
talking about when he was at
years.
his highlight, like at his when he was getting all of the money.
Yeah.
He was doing stupid shit at the time where I'm like, bro, you're gonna fuck this money up, bro.
Wasn't he like cussing Jay-Z and shit?
He was crashing out back then too. Like, oh, I'm the world champion. And this is when he was still in shape and like had the money. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing dumb shit. And now it's just like all of that's compounded where he's lost his money and he's still acting the same with no money. But like this is not a new activity. He's been acting like an idiot.
Yeah, and like I'm not gonna remove his individual responsibility, like you said. Like in a way, God put this guy in the craziest position possible where you could make generational wealth. You could
Yeah.
have built up the community, but 80% of professional athletes after they're done their sports end up going broke, bro.
He didn't. The thing is with him, and I agree with you. He didn't even get to finish his sport. He kind of like retired himself, like he fell off. He could have still been boxing right now if he just kept up and it wasn't a crash out.
But how old was he when he stopped?
He probably stopped like 5 years ago after he lost a few fights.
Yeah, but bro, that's gonna take a toll. You do a whole fight camp and you get knocked out, and like, bro, it affects your body, affects your brain. Like,
He didn't do enough. He wasn't doing enough. He wasn't taking his training serious enough. And then he lost, I think, 2 consecutive fights. And I'm not even a sports guy, but I just was following him at this point.
Yeah.
Right? I think he lost like 2 consecutive fights, and then it was like kind of done for him. But the reason he lost those, same with Tyson, like years before, is because you got to the height and then you weren't taking your training as serious. You're out there doing blow, you're fucking bitches all night, then showing up to training camp late and doing all kind of stupid
but
shit.
it's not just about the training camp because Floyd Mayweather still trains religiously. He doesn't drink. He runs to the club, whatever. And he's broke
Yes.
too. He maybe not broke, but he owes a lot of people money and he's not financially. So
No, people are saying he's broke right now.
And I'm telling you, it's like, I'm not removing individual responsibility, but the way these professional athlete bags are set up is not like meant for these athletes to like super sustain themselves. Maybe certain
Yeah.
sports like basketball and stuff, but even then, like only like the 10%, the 5%. But for the majority of people, they're like, we're gonna give you a bunch of money, you're gonna spend a bunch of money, you're not gonna know what to do with it, and then you're gonna end up broke. Like they don't necessarily want these guys to be rich. So I feel like unless you're like so mature as an athlete at a young age where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna splurge on girl. I'm not gonna go to the club. I'm not gonna buy chains. I'm not gonna get all these tattoos. I'm not gonna spend all these money. But no one does that. More times people live the lifestyle.
I think it's like 60-40
Look
because
at Mike Tyson too, bro.
Mike Tyson lost a bunch of money, but Mike Jordan didn't. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of people who are success stories. There's people who are not success stories, but just didn't go broke, like freaking Tim Duncan. That everybody calls me Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? Tim Duncan made his money, retired, and is chilling.
But NBA money is different, man. Like, and you're talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, best of all time.
Yes.
Mike Tyson is one of the best fighters of all time.
Yes.
He went broke.
Yes.
You'll never see that with any of the best of all time NBA players, best of all time FIFA players. Like, but boxers, a lot of good boxers end up going broke. It's just, and maybe it's part of getting hit in the face like all the time. I don't know.
A lot of them do, but a lot of them don't. George Foreman didn't go broke, and died a rich man with
He
a legacy.
started a business.
Started multiple businesses. But like these guys watched Mike Tyson lose money, fam. So like you can see Mike Tyson as the example. You're gonna go do the same shit.
Floyd went broke after.
But Floyd actually, he tried to do businesses and stuff. Like, at least he tried to make an empire.
Yeah, but he spent too much too.
Yeah.
That money team shit. I'm
Yeah.
freaking going to the club, spending $1 million at the club and all kind of stupid shit. Gambling. He went crazy.
And like a lot of these guys, they start young and like they might not have the opportunity to develop their literacy, whether financial or other types of literacy. So it's like you're giving this rich kid a bunch of money, this rich athlete, and he's getting hit in the head. And like, obviously he's a young dude. So he's going to, bring his friends. He's going to get girls. He's going to buy cars. He's going to buy the house. Like they know how it goes, bro. Like I feel like they put you in those positions to like fail sometimes.
They just get their money right back.
So you feel bad? So you feel bad for the man that made life-changing money and squandered it?
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. Honestly, a part of me does feel bad for like any combat fighter because like it's a scary lifestyle, bro. Like, if you've ever had a concussion,
I don't
imagine
feel
that every single day.
But I
Look
don't
at these
feel-
football players too.
I don't feel bad for people who willingly sign up for this shit. It's not like no one's forcing them to do it.
I hear that, but and you're right, it is their choice. But oftentimes, what you find, especially let's say boxing, the biggest demographic of people who are popular in boxing, Black people, Mexican people. You know, oftentimes it's like they have no other choice. They want to make it either in entertainment or in sports. And out of the sports, boxing is one of the sports where like, okay, like if I'm willing to get thrown into this, like, what's the word? Like in Django, what were those Mandingo fighters? It's literally like that, bro. So it's kind of like they're forced because you don't see a lot of you don't see a lot of Jewish boxers.
Because
they're not putting their kids through boxing. They don't want their kids to get punched in the face every day.
Because the white man, respectfully,
not me,
is saying, "Oh, you guys don't have a choice. You have to do music or you have to fight." Blah blah blah. If we had more representation of like, oh, you could just do a trade and you could make 100 bands a year. If we had more examples of people that took different routes and were success stories, then like niggas in the hood, niggas in the trenches would be like, yo, maybe I don't have to just rap to make bread. Maybe I don't have to, play basketball.
I'm not fighting every day in the hood, which, people said, maybe you need to get that aggression out in the freaking ring. And then, that led me into a life of boxing instead of a life of pugilism on the streets.
But I don't think it's the white man being like, oh, you can only box, you can only play sports. The Black community sees, okay, people from our community excel basketball, boxing, football.
Do the Black community see it?
Or is
Or
that
the
what's
white community see where to exploit that?
I
Or
think
not the
it's
white community, but the powers that be.
I think the powers that be exploit it for money and entertainment and distraction. But it's also like, this is the community that excels. They like people from poor areas because they're gonna work harder than like some like rich preppy kid who like is getting, private school, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And the football aspect, even like, bro, like you got to be willing to like head-on-head collision like every single day, bro. Like that's like getting into a car accident every single week. So it's like you're gonna deteriorate your brain. It's gonna lead to domestic violence. You might go broke. And the powers that be are making millions of dollars off your back. So it's like
billions.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of like a two-way street because like I can imagine if I'm like in the hood, right? I'm a young Black kid. And like you look to people who look like you. You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, the people that look like me, oh, he's dunking a basketball. Oh, this guy's dominating in football. This guy's dominating in boxing.
Yeah.
This guy's dominating in rap or music.
And who's selecting the programming that was being shown? Now there's much more choice in what we see. But growing up in like the 90s, early 2000s, and even some of the 2010s, like every time you turn on the TV, you're only seeing niggas in certain professions. You know what I mean?
But do you think that's
Shout
on
out-
purpose or because they excel at sports?
That's on purpose, bro. Shout out to Girlfriends, because that was one of the few shows where you could actually see like Black people doing, oh, this is a lawyer. This is like a different kind of profession.
Yeah.
Other than that, Black people in the shows, like they're always typecasted as like, oh, this is the hood best friend. Oh, this is the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Well,
fam,
after Cosby Show in different world time.
Exactly. But I said like 90s and like
Yeah, yeah.
2000s. and
for
shit.
sure there was like more diverse representation, especially for the Black community. 90s, 2000. You have shows like Smart Guy where you're like, oh, like I could be like a genius or whatever, right? But what I will say is I don't think it's on purpose. I think that the powers that be first of all, they try to gatekeep sports for so long. It was only white people. And they had to let black people in because they were better. You know, they even banned dunking at one point because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would just keep dunking. And they're like, okay, this is not allowed. We can't compete. So slowly but surely, the excellence couldn't be avoided, whether it was Jackie Robinson or like certain like black athletes. And then that opened the door. And now you look at the league, it's like 70% black people.
Yeah.
So, but that's not on purpose to like brainwash the black people. That's because they want to make the most amount of money and they want to excel. And they're like, this is the highest level of athletes.
You don't think the programming that they put on urban television is on purpose? You think it's just a coincidence that
No, I didn't say
gangster rap and like...
We're not talking about gangster. I'm talking about sports. I'm talking about sports where you're like, oh, that's what the images they're showing us. They didn't want black people involved. They had to include them because they were better.
I'm just saying, once desegregation became a thing and they had to include niggas, they're like, okay, this is how we're going to include them. We're going to make them see themselves as either the worst version of themselves or they're going to have to entertain us.
Well, look at Michael Jackson. They didn't want certain videos on MTV. He was the first black artist on MTV, I believe, right? But that's not a bad representation. I guess he was more like soft and like agreeable. So maybe you could argue that like they're like, hey, we're going to push this like
semi-soft and agreeable because he had a share of controversy when he was bucking against people with his videos and stuff like that too. So
yeah,
he made a lot of statements.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's kind of like I feel like they had to pivot and then maybe they're like, okay, let's push an agenda. Now that they're here, okay, let's take advantage. But they didn't want to let them in. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to like start the propaganda, they would have been like, okay, we're going to only hire black artists and only make them do this. And that's what we're going to push. But they didn't want to do that. They're like, okay, like everyone likes this Michael Jackson kid. Like, I guess we got to play his music. It's going to make us money.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's black at this point because the money is there.
It's like a transfer of plantation, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, at one point we were able to enslave you guys on an actual plantation.
Yeah.
And then you became so powerful in your own communities once we let you go that, you know, you were able to excel and even start taking over our sports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we going to keep you back under the thumb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll enslave you through our contracts and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's like rich slaves. And like, if you look at these NBA contracts, they own your likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, if you're Russell Westbrook, like they own damn near the name Russell Westbrook. You think they're just giving you all that money and they're not going to like damn near own your likeness?
Isn't LeBron under a lifetime contract?
Lifetime contract with Nike. He's probably like some sort of affiliation with the NBA forever. Like he is, I don't want to say, but it's hard to like be like he's a slave or like he's on a plantation, even if it's a modern iteration of it, because he's so rich. But LeBron is like a chosen one where they're like, okay, we like him. Like,
but if you're rich, but like you can't spend your money the way you want to spend it. Like, let's say if LeBron wanted to like open up on some Dr. Umar shit, like I'm gonna open up a school for only black children, da. You think the people that are investing in him are allowing him to do that?
He has a school. He has a school like that.
For black people only?
Yeah, look at LeBron James Cleveland private school or something. And it's majority black kids.
Majority. I said for black people only.
I don't know if it's like a segregated school,
All right,
but like
sorry.
what if it's 99%? Okay, let's say it's all black school.
But it's not.
What if it's 99% black?
And the thing is, we've come to the point where we have schools that
even HSBUs have white kids, so like that, those are still considered black institutions.
You're missing my point though. I'm saying that the powers that be are not gonna let LeBron James make monumental changes that are gonna like disrupt the power system.
Yeah, he doesn't have the freedom to say or do whatever he
know
wants
what I mean?
in the same way that they do. Like if they want, they could do a private Jewish school.
Look what happened to Kanye, bro. Kanye went from being a billionaire to now you don't have any bank accounts and we took away your children. So like,
yeah, but he's still a billionaire now.
But what kind of freedom is that?
To be able to become a billionaire, fam, I'd like to have some of that freedom. Shit.
But it's like being a billionaire with the asterisk. You're not like the same level of billionaire as like Mark Cuban. You're like,
and some of that stuff, and he has to take accountability for that. Like, I know you fuck with Kanye and like you're a fan of him, but like you guys act like he never said all of the things that came out of his mouth. Like everybody was just like, oh, we're canceling Kanye because we don't like you.
Yeah, he wasn't like an innocent victim.
Like
at
you
all.
said a bunch of shit besides the anti-Semitic shit. Like you said shit about people's children and a bunch of things that will get you canceled. Like you didn't just get canceled for no reason.
Was it illegal though?
It doesn't matter if it was illegal, fam.
No, okay, but hold on. Let me make my point. Okay, so we're gonna take away your whole bank account and your whole livelihood because you tweeted some things. Like,
well, if it's hate speech, then it is legal.
You went a little bit further than just tweeting something.
3.
You went on a crazy rant for almost a year straight.
So how come niggas could slide on mans and tracks and shit? We could catch how many bodies? We could degenerate black women from here all the way down to yonder, but we can't go 3.
But yeah, that's one thing that he did.
Because one of them's targeting a race of people and the other one targeting individuals. Once you start to make it like a xenophobic thing where it's like 3 to
you guys gotta stop saying
X.
that word.
Yeah. But like, group X versus like, I'm sure if mans are doing drill tracks and like trying to slide on whole races of people and there was like, they were significant people, like they might face some sort of consequence.
But if in the song it says, I'm sliding on niggas and I'm riding for niggas, pause. There's only one race of people that's big.
Yeah, but the guys that you're talking about, because you're making a false equivalency. They're not saying, oh, I'm killing all niggas. Like, yeah, I hate all black people. I'm looking for all black people. They're like, yo, I'm killing the guys who I hate on this specific block or this, this specific rapper who I don't like. It's never like a general, like, I don't like black people. I'm trying to kill all blacks.
But
you're not saying that, bro. They're using the word niggas as like a more inclusive term that doesn't just mean like their ops could might even be black, fam. They're just using the word.
Okay, but Kanye's point with the Jewish thing was these guys, you could say literally anything under the sun, and niggas is literally a derogatory term used slavery or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you say anything regarding that other group, then you literally lose everything. You literally lose everything.
It's true.
Yes, but one, and like I feel like I'm caping for them, but one is hate speech, and one, it should be deemed hate speech, but because of what I just mentioned, the specificity, like it can be deemed hate speech if those rappers started saying, I'm killing all blacks. Then it's like, now we can start making the argument like, yo, you guys are creating hate speech, but they're not doing that, fam. They're like, I'm killing niggas, the same word that we quote unquote took the power from. The one that you use instead of black people all the time, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say like the word like has been transformed. So like let's say, okay, you gotta bleep this word out, okay? But let's say Jewish people reclaim the word and then they started using it playfully amongst each other. They started using it generally. They started using it in songs and stand-up comedy. If that word becomes transformed, now you can maybe argue that it's not hate speech or like it's not a hateful word or like it's only hateful in certain contexts, but in other contexts it's not. But like because the N-word has been like transformed, it's kind of like a gray area where it can be used as hate speech.
You're saying Jew is hate speech now if you say
no, that's a description. Like,
that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying now. So that's a false point.
It's not a false point because even if you say, oh, like kill all, like make sure you bleep that out. But even if you say that, it doesn't have to be a derogatory term for it to be hate speech. It doesn't have to be kill all.
Okay,
okay. Enough.
All right, we got crazy. But yeah.
Yo, make sure you
block out my mouth. Rumble or something. But listen, I think that what we were talking about, friggin' Adrien Broner.
Yeah,
I don't know how the hell.
How did we get here?
Yeah, how did we get here?
Because I started going off telling people they can only play basketball and rap.
I don't know. Yeah,
no.
I said that for sure.
I'm playing.
Hell no.
And with that, let's wrap the show.
This guy.
Okay, I think we can wrap it up for the evening. We've had a good amount of healthy topics and debates in here.
No, it's kind of funny.
Let's run some music for the road here.
Box and rap.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.